check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, microphone check. Checking my microphone. I'm a microphone checkerer. He's checking the mic. What is going on with this? This seems very broken. Hello? Microphone? Check. Why's it not started? Oh, there we go. Hello? Hello and willkommen, etc. Let's get the chat up. How's it going? Oh, that's freaking out. We'll just leave that to it for a bit. This is not a recording. People keep asking me on Twitch if this is a recording because they see the chat and they're like, bro, it's a recording. Bro, it's not a recording. Whoa, that is really freaking out. We're just going to look at something else for a bit. How are you all doing on this wonderful, whatever day of the week it is? I've lost track. And yeah, we're launching. Hello, 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 hello. This is not a recording. This is not a recording. If you're watching on YouTube, it's better on Twitch. You get your name on the screen, and it is not a recording. So, hello and welcome. I think I already said that. Let's have a look at the poll. Let's have a look at the poll. Who won the poll? Stop the count. Stop the count. Looks like East Germany won the count. So that's cool. We can now get rid of the lame message. Unpin. And yeah, welcome. I think these guys won, right? Welcome to the new patch. Welcome to the new patch. This is the new division, Rohringer Gruppierung. Rohringer. Keep the questions coming. I'll try and get through them as we come along. Thank you for watching the stream. You've never seen a stream. We've got Burger12 yapping in the chat. So this is the first new unit. This is the Schwim PTSM munition. So this is an amphibious transport supply thing. It's garbage because amphibious is garbage. But hey, it looks nice. This is not new. This is not new. This is new. It is a new command helo. I believe the price of all command helos came down. So this is a new command helo. It's just a clone of an existing one. But hey, it's new. This is not new. This is new. This is like the one from 56Y, except it looks slightly different. So that's new. It's a reskin of something that's already in the game. So that's new. And this is a fob. Infantry tab, so this is where it starts getting pretty crazy. So you'll notice that Polska Górum, like any British citizen, I am Polska Górum. I look tired. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing a full-time PhD, and it's Friday, and I've been it's been a very difficult week. But I wanted to show this off. So yeah, MG team, that's normal. MG team, that's normal. Could anybody tell me what price these are in live? I believe they are 15. Don't quote me on that. Then you've got some military police. That's not new. This is not new. This is not new. Although Vopos, I could have sworn used to be in KDA and were 4 men. But I guess that was a long time ago. Vote was rigged. Yeah, it was rigged. They're all riggers going around rigging the vote. And this is not new either because it's in KDA. And these are not new either because they are reservist. Neither are these, neither are these, neither are these, neither are these, neither are these. Right, okay, new units, guys. How do I have this? Because Eugen gave me early access because I'm really cool. So there you go. This is a Polish face. This is what Polish people look like. If you've ever been to Britain, you'll only see 2 kinds of people. Me, people who look like me, and people who look like this guy. And it comes in the Topaz 2A, which is yet another one of these 20 points worthless 1 armor things, except this one's 2. But it's only got an MMG, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't have smoke, because we don't see any smoke canisters. So you're just never going to see that. So instead you're going to see this beautiful Polish truck, which I believe is just the East German one with a different name. Then we see Piechota Zemek. So these are more Polish people. See more brave Polishes. The Saxon but decent. No, this is tracked. The Saxon is wheeled and has smoke. This is worse in every way. Except it's got 2 armor, which doesn't matter. So these are more brave Polacks, and they are 7 men for 40 points. Like they're like arm rifles, except RPG instead of a second MG, and they've not got an IFV, they've just got this thing, but they've got the IFV trait. So, and then this is the same unit, but with an SVD. Whoa, look, 4 weapons, guys. 4 weapons, guys. 4 weapons, guys. Dat 14 pen RPG indeed. So these guys are just way better, which is why they're 10 points more, because they have 3 MGs. You might be saying one of them's a DMR. Yeah, but it's basically an MG, except it deals more suppression and less damage. So yeah, you get lots of DMRs, or at least you get 9 of them, unless you bring Motshots and SVD. So you see that the Motshots and SVD are 5 points less, but they don't have a rocket launcher. So for 5 points, you get a rocket launcher, but 1 less man. So it's actually an interesting trade-off. It pronounces like P-Hota. Yeah, I'm just going to carry on saying Pi-Chota Zmek. Pi-Chota Zmek. I think I'm just going to keep saying that. And then this is a new unit, Marine Pioneers. So these are East German Marines. I could have sworn I read somewhere that all Marines would receive Resolute. Did I make that up? The price of all infantry leaders has gone down, but the price of all tank leaders has gone up. What's that? Pi-Chota Zmek. Ah, thank you, Highlander. So we've got some Marine Pioneers here. So everybody's just writing the same thing. Pi-Chota Zmek. Do I want to play? This is going to take about an hour. So if you're still here in an hour, then you can play the other new deck instead of playing some meta rubbish. If you're up for that. So these are Marine Pioneers, 12 men with satchels. So they're sort of like Zickerungs, except twice the price. So they're just I mean, you're paying for the men basically. You're paying for the squad size, 65 for the squad size basically, and then you've got Marine Pioneer Flam, who have a flamethrower. So these guys are pretty chunky actually. 12 men with a flamethrower, but low avail, right? So these are 5 at 1 vet. These are 4. You don't get that many of them. And then you've got all the typical East German stuff: SPG, bundle of sticks, Conkers, SPG 9. So that's that. I don't know, all the Marines are not... Well, there are shock resolute units in the game, right? Isn't Legionnaires on France? Whatever. Anyway, this is the first cool unit, actually cool unit. So this is a BTR-50 with 2 coffins on the top to transport all of your Pi-Chota Zmek. Yeah, I mean, it's free, FJ. What do you want? But the cool part is these 6 units here are the new ones. Everything else is just standard East Germany. These 6 units are the new ones. And this one, to be honest, isn't very good. You just bring a reservist instead. 2 more men, 5 more points, 1 more avail, 2 MGs instead of 1, right? So... and this thing is probably quite decent, actually. Although there's still only 7 men, so... The Marine Pioneers are more gooder. Anyway, this thing's really funny. It's a mine-clearing device. Sadly, the range isn't very big. Wow, cool new units. I'll take the Motshots and belt. Many such cases. Many such cases. But it's free, so shut up. Smoke on the leader is just something you're going to zoom past. What? Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. So there you go. This is the Polish special. Poland gets smoke grenades on its leader. And it also gets this thing. I've seen this in the current conflict. I saw some of these in the current conflicts, and the guys who received them were like, what is that? Sadly, it's not got its own model, so it's just got an RPG model, but it is pretty funny. So it does 12 pen, but you only get 4 of them. So it gets smoke, so that's interesting. And then this is the coffin launcher, which is pretty interesting. Show me the transport on the reservist SMG transport. You mean the Vopos? This thing. SPWPSH. It's got security. It's actually pretty decent because you can get... So that's 50 points. So that's 500 points for 10 BTRs, which is actually really not bad. So this is the coffin launcher. It's 80 points. It does decent damage, but the range is awful. The range is awful. You'll note no MLRS, so this is going to be a toughie. It's going to be a toughie. And this thing is like nobody used it in 4th or Gropers or KDA. Nobody used it, so they decided to just make a division where the other one isn't in the game, so you have to use it. Problem solved, guys. Thanks, Eugene. Whoa. So it looks like you're just forced to use this. Reservist and SMG. Oh, this is new. I forgot about this. I apologize. So, yeah, this is new. SPW152AZPU2. But why is it just on that unit? That's so strange. They've not put it on any of the new units. Like, how did you even know about that? I didn't know about that. So apparently you have to bring reservist and SMG so that you can get the SPW152 ZPUA. Sadly, there is a problem with the game, which is not a bug, it's by design, which makes it so that all AA guns deal about half damage to infantry. So even though this is 4 KPVTs, allegedly, or I guess 2 KPVTs, it will deal about the same damage as 1 KPVT, and for some reason it has less range. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble there, but you'll see that this is, 1,200, whereas this is actually 1,400, even though it's the same thing, but one of them. And it will deal less damage, and it doesn't have top armor. And for some reason it's classified as a tracked IFV, even though it's wheeled. But hey, it's new flavor, guys, new flavor. You can tell they're not paying me, can't you? I asked them about getting into the Italy DLC, and they said, yeah, and, well, no, they didn't say anything. They're like, I don't know anything about that, and then all the videos came out, and I wasn't let in, so I'm still salty about that. What's that? When is it available? 20? Strela spam with ZPU transport is neat. Oh, did the Strela get it as well? Okay, well that's starting to make a bit more sense if that is the case. So this is where it starts to get interesting, although the RT tab was pretty interesting. So you get the base T72, so you know how in 7th nobody brings this because it's garbage. Well, in this div, they just don't give you a choice. Wow! Yeah, I know Blitz got to review the Italy DLC, and Stealth 17 Gaming, and Razman, and a bunch of other people, but not Hippie. Not Hippie. I don't care though, it's not a big deal. And then this is a T55 AM2B, but reskinned, so it's Polish. I'm now going to prove that to you. T55 AM2. Yeah, so it's the same, except without reservist, but it's the same price, even though it's worse because it doesn't have reservist. Oh no, actually, it's got 5% more accuracy on the gun. It's got 5% more accuracy on the gun, so that's interesting. I'd rather have the reservist, but actually that's not as bad as first imagined. Where are we? Okay, well this is obviously not. So yeah, like Tortique says, you just play them like gropers. You just bring 2 of these at 2 vet, and if you don't win by then, you just lose the game. And this thing has 17 pen. It's 50 points, but it's got good stealth now, so you obviously want that because it's got the range, it's got the pen. This thing's just sort of a meme. I guess it is new. Isn't this from Steel Division 2? I recognize this. Yeah, what can I say? What can I say? I'm very sad about that, but I'm a good person now, so I won't kick up a fuss and I won't tell anybody. I'll just suffer in silence. I definitely won't bring it up constantly over the next 3 hours in this stream. So you got to bring the T72 because this is your best tank. And this thing is like, I mean, look at that trade-off. So this thing has 2 pips more range, but 3 less pen, and it's got less armor, and it's slower, and it's not resolute, and it's 5 points less. So the T-72 is better, but the T-55AM, I believe, has smoke. Yeah, you see these smoke launchers here? Smoke launchers here. There's no smoke on the stat card. Oh, but this is new. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this feature. That's incredible. So they've proved to us that they can change the stat card. They just really don't want to add smoke to it. Let's see that again. Whoa. So that's the T-55AM Meridia. But like I said, it's just like the DDR one. Recon tab, so this is also interesting. So check this bad boy out. So this is a Recon 128 Rocket 6 Malyutka M. What's the difference? Oh, Malyutka P is the good one. Okay. So this only does 16 pen, which means it won't one-shot a 3 IFV. It won't one-shot a 3 armor IFV. So this basically you're getting it for the rockets. But... Right, do you see how this... No, it's the same. Okay, So if you look at the MI8 Rocket 2, right, the reason this thing is actually decent is because it fires from 3 rockets at once, right? So it's firing from 3 rocket pods at once, whereas the one that we just looked at is firing from, even though it's got 2 on the model, and they could just add these as 2 separate ones with the 4th weapon slot, which we have now seen revealed. They've gone for the option of just having it as 1 weapon, which means it's actually going to shoot these really quite slowly. It's going to shoot these 3 times slower than this thing shoots. So if you're familiar with this thing, just imagine this but 3 times slower, and then you get this. If you get in range to use this, congrats. Sorry, we need to check the Twitch chat real quick. Might be somebody watching on Twitch. Do you think it's worth $10? Isn't it free? I mean, it's free if you bought early access. I think the whole early access pack is worth it. These two, they're not as good as Nemesis 1. I think Nemesis 1 was a bit better. So that's my honest take. As you can see, they're not paying me, but like we said, it's free, so stop complaining if you got early access. So this thing, you know, it's still Recon, right? So it's still interesting as a concept. And then there's this thing, which is like a fish. It's got exceptional optics. Sadly, only 2 availability, but it's got exceptional optics and 8 HP, so I'd rather bring that, because this only has very good optics. Because I guess this thing is adding exceptionality. It's adding exceptionality, so, you know, you gotta be careful there. ROF is way higher. Wait, what? Did they fix it? Rate of fire 267. Are you just agreeing with me? Rate of fire 155. Well, look, I mean, it's still not as much as 2 of these, so no, basically, unless there's something else at work there which I haven't clocked onto yet. The stat cards do lie, so there's that. So this thing is interesting. This thing, it is interesting. Like, it's cool to have. It's just a shame that they haven't made this 2 separate weapons. That would be cooler, and we all know that 4th weapon slot is not possible. So these guys are Pio Auf Ktauscher. What did you miss? Not much. We're just going through the thing. The rate of fire is doubled. My guy not reading the stats and complaining. Okay, maybe if they've done it that way and it actually works, then I retract my comment and I apologize publicly. So these guys are 8 men with a satchel and 1 MG for 50 points. And these guys are actually a cool squad because they're special forces, they're shock, they're airborne, so they start further forwards than these other guys. And they've got an RPG and they've got a satchel. So they're cool, I guess, but you only get 4 of them. But they are, you know, you sort of need them for your opener, I suppose. I haven't played too many games as this div, but I've played a couple. Then you get Grenzer for 40 points, 7 men. So you basically are paying 10 points for 1 less avail and a satchel and 1 less man. So... And this is 545, whereas this is 762, and the way that works in this game is that the 762 is just better. So If you want the satchel, great. But I think I'll be bringing the Marine Pioneers anyway, so I don't think I need that. PT, this thing you know all about. Reservist Aufklärer, 20 men. Ooh, that's cool. What's this? Okay, so it's like a Schwim SPW. Sadly, only an MMG, only a PKT. So, I mean, this thing is so useful for 30 points because of the optics, but well, I've already got somebody that basically does the same thing. So I'm thinking I'm just not going to bring these. And then you've got regular Abklärer as well, who have the RPG and one more man for 15 more points. So that's interesting. AA tab. So this is the funny one. This is what you're all here to see. This plane one-shots any... This AA one-shots any plane in the game. 13 damage. If it was 12 damage, it wouldn't one-shot an A10. Now, I'm not allowed to talk about the internal politics of Strike Team, so I'm just not going to speak any further about that. But just keep in mind that if it was 12 HE, it wouldn't one-shot an A10. Or was it 11? I can't remember. Anyway, they've deliberately made this... I mean, I can only assume from the fact that it's 13 HE. They've deliberately made this so it one-shots every single plane in the game. And they've decided to give it 30% accuracy and 6,000 meters range, and you get 6 of them for 155 points each. So if you're a 10v10 player on the NATO team who likes aircraft, you might want to miss this next patch, because everybody's going to get this div, and they're going to have 6 of these each, which one-shot any plane, outranges any seed in the game, and you basically just roll in the casino because it's got 30% accuracy. So sometimes it's going to miss, and sometimes it's going to one-shot your Strike Eagle, and there's nothing you can do about it. There is no skill to this at all. You simply hope that you don't die. So it's a pretty funny vehicle. As far as I'm concerned, it's hilarious because I don't play 10v10. But if you're a 10v10 player, whoa, have fun with that. So for 1v1, you typically don't need 6 of them. But you see how cheap the tabs are, so you could bring like 4, maybe. Or you could even bring 3. Or you could even bring 2. I think 2 is probably sufficient. Same ST party. What do you mean? This is new. So it's a funny thing that shoots at helicopters and planes. But you know, it's got 2-second aim time like this one, and then there's this one as well, which is, so this is like what do you call it? You know that thing from World War II? It's an 88. Get down, 88 millimeter. This is like that, so it can shoot at both helicopters and aircraft and ground, but they gave it a 3-second aim time instead of 2, like all the other non-radar shooties. So I assume it's going to be useless. You'll have to find out yourself. Then you get the Faster 4. So this is like a Javelin LML, except East German. So it's you can see the guy stood on the thing, so it's got 4 Fasters, which I assume are just like Strelas. I mean, look how low the accuracy is there. So they're like Strela 2s, basically, I suppose. And it fires one at a time. Aim 2.5 seconds. So I'm not sure how useful it is. And then there's this thing, which is another AAP. So there's lots of AA in this division. That's sort of the strength of the division, I suppose you could say. Although in reality, there's like, one good one and a bunch of, like this one's probably good, but we'll get there. Whoops. So this is interesting, I suppose. 2-second aim time, unlike this, which we will have to bring because it's got 16 pen, which means that it will one-shot a 2-armor vehicle. I think they're Strelas because they're bad. Yeah, exactly. Was Shilker always 7 per card? No, I thought it was 5, wasn't it? Or were they always starting at 1 vet or something, so you think it's 5? I don't know. But yeah, this is a funny meme. Sadly, it's only got mediocre stealth, unlike like all other anti-tank guns which have good stealth. So it's you know, it's going to be quite difficult to use effectively. And then you've got this, which is actually pretty decent, right? So this is a Javelin LML Streller thingy mabob whatever on a truck, and it starts with 1 extra vet, unlike this one, which for some reason is the same price even though it's stationary and has 1 less vet. So this is just better in every single way because it's wheeled, and look how fast it goes, 90. So yeah, great. This is obviously the better one. Helitab. So we've seen this guy before, except now he's got a an anti-tank plane, an anti-tank weapon on it. So that's interesting. Would I use this in ranked 1v1? I will, because it's interesting, but it's obviously not a competitively viable division. In the 2v2 tournament coming up on Saturday, I told my teammate that I was going to play this, and he was like, please don't. And I said, don't worry about it. So I will be playing this next Saturday as well in the 2v2 tournament. So yeah, this thing is pretty interesting, but for some reason it's 120 points. So it's got 3,000 meters range, but you know, you can bring it and like try and make it work, I guess. But I really think it should be a bit cheaper, given that it's only got 1 missile. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting concept. I've been reliably informed that this is some sort of targeting pod, and that's why there's not another missile there, because it needs the targeting pod to make this work, because this is supposed to be on a plane. What's the ECM? Is 0? Is 0? 0% ECM. One missile that'll never hit. Las Vegas division. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. Then you've got the plane tab, which has loads of choice, but the slots are really bad. But it's got loads of choice. So there's lots of cool new things here. So let's start at the top. This is obviously in Gropers. This is in Gropers. This is a Polish plane, which is very, very ugly. Sadly, dumbfire rockets in this game aren't very good. So it's not very good because it only gets a few of the rockets off and they don't really do anything. So this thing isn't very good, but it is cheap. But I mean, this is cheaper and does a much better job. So this thing isn't very good. Then obviously you've seen this before. You've seen this before. You've seen this before, and then there's the HE2, which has more bombs for more points. You got to pay more. You got to pay more for 2 more bombs. Apparently that's 15 points on the market.
Hello, I like money.
Tyrannical became a member. Tyrannical celebrates 7 months of membership. The AA truck looks straight from current conflict.
Well, thank you for becoming a member. I do this for the money, by the way. As you can tell, I clearly don't enjoy this game. Yes, I think you're probably right. So, yeah, this is 2 extra bombs for 15 points. Do you really need it? When do you need 2 extra bombs? I feel like this does a lot of damage anyway, but maybe this one-shots a tank or something. I don't actually know. It does appear to be a little bit bugged out. I've noticed these are poking through, but this is an early access build, so I'm not... Actually, is that just what it looks like? That might just be what the plane looks like. Although I'm becoming increasingly convinced that these are supposed to be a bit lower. And then, yeah, your fighter, this is the one in 7th. I believe its missiles got nerfed last patch. These ones, I think, used to be better. Maybe I'm making that up. And then there's this, which is... it's got 4 AT missiles, but they're not fire and forget. So the normal AT one, which we can't compare it to in 4th, has missiles that are fire and forget, but it only has 2, whereas this has 4 Saclos ones. But typically, you know, the other one's better, basically. And then you've got this, which is the Su-22 with some cluster bombs on it. Hang on, that's an Su-20. So what is it, like, less modern? Presumably it's a modernized, less modern version. It's got less ECM, so presumably. And it's also a cluster plane. It's got more clusters on it, but it has less ECM, but it is cheaper. So it's an interesting trade-off. Is Warno fun again? I don't know. Depends how you feel. And then there's this thing, which is like the Mega Waffle, except what the heck does that say? I'm gonna have to do some quick translating here, guys. Gonna have to do some quick translating. Yandex image translate. And it says attention, and this says attention. So there you go. I can speak Russian apparently. All those Russian lessons. It's funny because most people won't actually remember that. They won't actually know what I'm on about. Transport armored Dodge Challenger with a Gunlamer. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, I don't actually speak Russian. So we'll bring this because I want to see what it does. Presumably it's just like the Mega Waffle. And it's also got normal bombs. So I'm gonna just assume it's not gonna work properly. And we'll need an ASF, of course. This thing, we'll see if the extra bombs make a difference. Probably not. And yeah, like you need an AT plane. So let's start at the beginning. So this thing's obviously rubbish, so you just bring these two. You don't need a third card supply because there's no MLRS and you don't have any heavy tanks. And then over here you've got like, this is just not worth it. This is probably also not worth it because, well, I mean, it's got an AT, but it's got less men, and it's got... Obviously, we want the Marine Pioneers. They actually seem like a worth it kind of unit, so we'll bring these at 1 vet each. We'll bring a Conkers. Probably no point in up vetting that. This guy's got the smoke, so we'll bring that. Yeah. So, Reservistan, of course. Oh yeah, I wanted the Vopos with the PSH thing. See if we can get like a BTR spam on the go. Well, what do you mean? I'm making the deck. You can wait 5 minutes. So this thing, I don't know. I think it's very bad because of the aim time. So I'd rather bring regular reservist. Well, 45 points or 50 for one less guy and a better RPG. Okay, so we'll need some Panzerjäger to pad out our forces of reservist and spam. And we might as well bring some Poles, although I really don't think these are going to perform very well. So we'll circle back and see if we need that final 3-point slot. Yeah, I'll play against somebody, but we got to show the other division first. There's always loads of people who want to play against me, like Tortique. He's always around trying to snipe me, you know. And then, yeah, we want the mortars, right? Probably only need 2 of these. I don't really know. We really do want a heavy howitzer if we want to actually win the game. Tanks, yeah, we're bringing the cheaper ones. So we got the Maryutka, recon. It's probably enough recon. AA, yeah, that's fair enough. Helitab. So the urn is very expensive. So we'll bring this in case we need more rockets and stuff. For some reason, we've still got loads of AP, so I'm not not entirely sure what I should be bringing here. I guess I could bring a command tank, and then that gives me 5 left. We could bring some more planes. We could bring this thing. We could see if having lots of cluster is worth it. I think it's just gonna die, but you know, you gotta play the game. Quit your yapping. I'm making a deck. And then we've apparently got some AP left here, so I will bring some more CVs. So I've got 8 CVs, 10 with this, so we'll get rid of this, and we'll bring the Meridias in case we get desperate. Although actually I think more of these would probably be more useful, because you don't have any IFVs, so this is very expensive though. Well, it's not a very competitive deck, as you probably noticed. It's just not very competitive. So, yeah, we'll actually just bring the command tank. I mean, why not? And then maybe I can get rid of this. And then in the AA tab, I could bring what? I can bring something for 2 points, guys. What should it be? I guess I could start upvetting my, like, these guys have satchels, so we could, like, upvet them a bit and bring those. And then there you go, we got some more infantry. So, there you go. So that's, I'm yaping. So there you go, that's Rugener. So it's got some interesting tools, like it's not a boring division. You've got the Marine Pioneers, you've got the Pi Chota ZMech dots, and the Pi Chota ZMech dot, open brackets, SVD, close brackets. The Marine Pioneers obviously seem like a good unit, the Pi Chotas not so much. The Coffin Launcher, we'll see how effective it is, but I think it's pretty interesting that it exists. And you know, you've got there are lots of new units. It's just, you know, the way the game is balanced is that spam isn't very good. Spam is deliberately overpriced because they don't want spam, right? So everything weak is deliberately overpriced, which means when you've got like this should just be 40 points basically, but it will never be 40 points because spam. So it means that any division that relies on quantity over quality is always just going to be intentionally worse than anything that relies on quality, simply because of the way the game's balanced. So that's why it is the way it is, at least as far as I can see. Obviously, if you've got your own opinions, you can write to me at hippie on Discord. So that's that. And now we'll look at the other one, which is 35th Infantry Division Mechanized. Yeah, so, you know, thank you for watching. I realised that I was deliberately sort of dragging it out a bit there because a lot of you were like, hurry up. So I just sort of wanted to twist the knife a bit, so I do apologise for that. But here you go, here's 35th. And this will be faster because it's got less in it. So this one's in 101st, the GOAT, the greatest of all time supply. And then you also get this, which should have a gun in it, but I guess they took it out. It's a shame. It would have been cool to have a supply with a gun. That actually would have been really interesting, a supply with a gun. But alas, no. So this is, you know, 6,000 supply in a card. Everything's 6,000 supply in a card, so I bring 2. Oh, yeah, we might as well do a poll as well, saying, like, what div do you want me to play first? Start a poll. What div do you want me to play first? 35th USA Infantry Mechanized. These German casino div. So, this is the div. It's a new division. And yeah, so you can get 36 of these, which is pretty funny, but they're not very good because they're National Guard. And keep in mind that 66.6 recurring, of course, percent of the cost is just the transport, which you can sell, but it takes time to sell it. So presumably Derek's will reduce that to 1 card next patch. And right, so this is interesting. MP patrol with a Humvee military police. So what you're going to see in this div is a lot of National Guard, yeah. When does it go live? Tuesday. And yeah, this is a military police vehicle. Sadly, it's 35 points, which is very sad. It's not even got a 50 cal on it, it's an M60. But you do need it for what comes next. And then this is MP Patrol. You've seen them before. Recoilless rifles all got nerfed. All M67s got nerfed. So their range has come down to 1,025. I believe this has come down as well. No, that might be the same. So this is less range, but it does mean that these squads get cheaper. So this used to be slightly more expensive. Wasn't it like 65 before? Am I making that up? I told them about airlift. No, I didn't. I completely forgot about that. So that's recoilless rifles. Then you get National Guard 50 cal, which is 3 times the cost of National Guard M60, which is interesting. Then you get National Guard M40, which I believe should have a red background, but it's not the end of the world. It's an SPG, right? National Guard TOW, National Guard ITO. This, of course, is in 24th. Apparently the ITO is not. Although I think, don't they have National Guard TOW too, or am I making that up? Then you've got National Guard Engineers. So these guys, 6 men, law, snooper rifle. Did they rework 35th? This is 35th, or do you mean 35th Soviet? In which case, I can't remember. I'll have a check after this. So this is definitely one of the units of all time. And then this is another unit. So this is 10 men, 40 point satchels. So because of Darexflation, you know, this used to, normal engineers used to be 40 points, 10 men satchels, but now normal engineers are 50 points, 10 men satchels. So the National Guard engineers with the reservist trait are 40 points. But they are, of course, much weaker because of the reservist trait, and the whole point of an engineer is that they have to get close. So you will notice the reservist trait. You will notice the reservist trait. And yeah, the National Guard, M113 still 20 points. I mean, this has been done to death. There are just a series of vehicles in this game that cost 20 points. And I like this. We call them poop boxes. Poop boxes. And they're all 20 points. And we ask for the price to go down. But spam. You must be afraid of the spam. You must be afraid of the spam. So nothing's ever allowed to be cheap. So they just stay bad. So yeah, it's just a bad version of the other one for the same price. This is National Guard Engineers Flam, which is actually a really interesting unit. So their 4th weapon is a grease gun, which is, you know, I'd rather have 2 more rifles, but it's good flavor, I guess. And you see this man holding his grease gun. Apparently that's how you hold a grease gun. I wouldn't know. I'm not an American. Apparently this is how you hold a grease gun. Kowalski analysis. So that's an interesting squad because they get flamethrower, which means they don't have to get as close as the satchel guys, but they're 10 points more. And then the M67 for the same price, right? Because the range has gone down, so they're not as oppressive anymore. Then they had coax for Soviet tanks with ATGMs. I don't think so. Pretty sure Mad Matt talked about a rework for 35Y. I'm not sure. Let's wait until we've finish looking at this one, and then we'll look at some of the stuff if my eyes are still open by then. So this is a unit, and then this is another unit. These guys, they're they've got more African Americans apparently. Yeah, okay, that's interesting actually. So these guys all have glasses. And they've got the African American on who looks like his neck looks like it's a different color. So I'm not sure how that worked. And these guys are all the same man. They've all got glasses and they're all white, right? But the unit is black, whereas this the unit is white, but it's this one's actually got the black guys in it. So I mean it obviously doesn't matter, but I just think it's funny. And now there's going to be a Reddit post about me being racist. So you don't get any AT4s, you've probably noticed, right? There's no AT4s. You only get the Law, the M67, and the Dragon. Yeah, exactly. Nerd face emoji. Yeah, this is a Law unit. And this is an air... Right, so let's have a think. So these guys are 9, 50 points, recoilless rifle, 1 MG, right? So let's compare them to the M67 guys, right? So 1 MG is 2 rifles. 1 MG is 2 rifles, roughly. 1 MG is 2 rifles. So these are 9 men, but they fight with the strength of 10 men because they got 8 rifles and 1 MG, which is 2 rifles. These are 10 men, and they have 10 rifles, and they have shock. So these are just better than these because they got more men and they've got shock. The transport options are the same, so don't bring this one. You get 2 cards this as well, right? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. They've made the dragon look like a very phallic symbol. I'm not sure why they decided to do this. they really wanted to change the dragon symbol, but the dragon has been nerfed quite significantly. So the range has come down to 1250, I believe, wasn't it like higher before? Wasn't it like 1575 or something, 1675, something like that? And the Metis was 1750. They're now both 1250, I think. But they've made the minimum range less. So you can use these in forests now, but you can't use them in smoke, as I learned earlier today. But you can't use them in smoke. You can use them in forests, which means that there's not really much of a case to bring these. But if you're against an enemy who's going to smoke the whole map and sweat it out as much as possible, I'm not referring to anybody in particular here, then if you only bring the M67s and the dragons, you're going to have a tough time, because you actually do need the law if they're going to smoke, because the dragon can't shoot inside the smoke. The M67 probably can, but I actually didn't get a chance to test that, and also it only does 13 pen. So you probably need the dragon because it fires faster, it fires twice as fast, right? So it's an interesting trade-off, but there's no AT4s. I have severe ADHD, switch to tab. Nobody would use that strat. Yeah, certainly didn't run into that earlier today. So this is the next tab. You can tell it's the American div because all the Americans are like, please change the tab. There's no, what do you call it? That thing where he runs? Subway Surfers. There's no Subway Surfers in the top right. So this is an 81mm mortar, which now you too can experience the pain of the British mortars. So don't bring that because it's bad. And then this is 107mm mortar, which is sort of slightly better, but it costs more. And so if you want to smoke, this is probably your guy. If you want to kill people, probably this one. But to be honest, I prefer the self-propelled ones. I think this is slightly different, right? Because I'm pretty sure on the other model, it doesn't have this flap here, which is totally different. Can we have a look at the National Guard rifles again? Yeah, sure, bro. So these are the National Guard rifles. And as you can see, you've got the National Guard Rifles leader. You've got the National Guard Rifles law. So this is 9 men with laws. And you'll notice that they're all wearing glasses. No, actually, this man right here went outside as a kid. He didn't play Warno, not a Warno player. Then we got Warno player, Warno player, Warno player, Warno player, Warno player, Warno player. Oh, this man as well, not a Warno player, and this man, not a Warno player. But we got lots of Warno players here. I do respect the aviators. I myself am wearing aviators right now. And you get 2 cards of it. So, this can be really useful if people are, if people are smoking. I don't know if I mentioned that, but earlier today I was against somebody who smoked and ran at me with smoke. And, that really, that was a big problem because all I brought was M67s and Dragons. I don't know if I mentioned that already. So there you go, that's the National Guard rifles. Now we'll go to the next tab. So, yeah, this is a mortar. This is another mortar, so I just bring this one, basically. And then you can... So I can see the appeal of the div in, like, team games. You can literally bring many howitzers, right? So that's literally 6, plus 1 is 7, and then plus 1 more... I think that's 9. I think that's nine howitzers. What's that? I like that you're able to upvet the National Guard troops. Oh, I didn't notice that. So if we go back to the Infantry tab, you can see the National Guards right here. You can actually upvet them by 1. I didn't notice that at all. Did you say in 24th you can't? Let's check that out. 35th. So in 24th, let's have a look at 24th real quick. So, yeah, you're right. In 24th, you can't. So there you go. You learned something. Let's have a look at the aviators on these guys. Right, okay, moving on. So, RT tab, I have been experimenting with this. I think it does aim slower because I'm not sure if the reservist, it just makes it take more suppression, but you're not getting counter batteried anyway, so it doesn't really matter, so it's just 10 points cheaper. And then I like the mortars for smoke. In 27th, you'll get these 2 divs, yeah. Wow, the guy who lobbied for upvettable National Guard units must be really cool and smart. Well, I'm covered by NDA, so I have no idea who did that. Right, so this is where it starts to become more exciting. So you've got the Ito, which is in 24th. But you've also got this thing, which is an M113 A something, except it's got a different designation. Anyway, it's got 50 cal and a tow 2 on it, which is actually pretty cool. So this thing can really lock down a flank, because the infantry isn't coming towards you, and the vehicles are not coming towards you. It does only have mediocre stealth, and it will die straight away, and it doesn't have smoke. Actually, there's something there. There's something there. Does this have smoke? It might do. Can I show AA? Bro, we haven't got there yet. We're only on tank tab. Listen, if you keep complaining, I'm going to start talking about the infantry again. So this is actually a pretty interesting thingy-mabob. And is it the same as the third armored one? No, because the third armored one's only got a tow 1 on it. This is a tow 2, which is way more useful. But yeah, it's got good optics. So they clearly copied it off the one from third armored because it's got good optics, even though like this only has normal, right, and this has like mediocre and all this. So they clearly copied it from that one and just forgot that it's got good optics because it doesn't have the recon symbol. So for now, this is really good. We'll see how long that lasts. Then you've got the National Guard Sev, which is, you know, just useless, isn't it? Because the Sev shoots really slowly. So until they fix that, there's no point in bringing this. Although I'm pretty sure it got faster. I'm pretty sure it's 36 kilometers an hour. Well, we got a message from Skiffic. Hi, Hippie, can we go back to infantry? I just want to see the rifles model again. Law rifle has 2 MG. The only other one has 1. What? Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah. So that's got an extra MG there. And it's cheaper. So to be honest, like, this is good in terms of... you know, if you want like a lot of men for the cost, it's decent. And after that smoke thing that happened to me, I'm still reeling from it. I'm probably gonna put these in the deck. So let's just do that now. Yeah. So there you go. And right, so where were we? Should we talk about the art? So these are pretty interesting. Then you've got a bunch of M60s. And yeah, this is basically Steiner's div. I'd like to point out that I have the most viewers I've ever had on a live Warno stream, and the quality of my content is the worst it's ever been. So there's got to be something to this. Walaikum Salam gang. Yes, 2.3 was better, but we lost, and now the Vulture's Circle. So this is a CV. And this is the M60A1 Rise, which is new. You'll note, so that this is the one that's in 8th, except it's the National Guard version. So we do actually need to look at this, right? So for 35 more points, you get extra accuracy, which scales with distance, because you also get 2 pips more range. The pen is the same, because the way kinetic projectiles work is every 175 meters, you gain 1 AP. Which the tool tab just doesn't bother telling you. But it's literally the only thing that should be on there because it's clearly more important than learning about A, B, C, D, F, G projectiles. But they don't want to tell you that. Anyway, the pen's the same, but the accuracy is higher and the accuracy scales, but it's 35 more points. So I was speaking to Lathans about this, and Lathans was like, "It's worth it," but Lathans is washed, bro. So I don't believe that. And then you've also got this, which is the same, but with, but he's got some makeup on, so it looks pretty funny, right? It's a pretty. I mean, to be honest, like the models of this game, this is actually a beautiful game. I know I like to complain a lot. Do these actually look different? Yeah, it's longer. No, hang on. What? Hello? They've just moved it forward. Is this one? No, these are the same, right? This is extremely important. Anyway, it's a beautiful game, and you know I am sort of taking the mick a bit. I've just had a pretty rough week, so I'm sort of taking it out in the game. So this is an interesting conundrum, right? And who knows? Who knows? I think this is better because it's cheaper. But if you want to defend, you probably want the one with max range, right? The problem is it's only got 15 pen, which means that if you try and shoot like a tank that isn't rubbish, it will just not shoot, even though it's max range. So that's exciting. And, you know, this is that, but it's the one in 8th, basically. So I like to bring some of these. To be honest, you really only need... Well, whatever. The main issue with the tanks is that they're reservists. So as soon as they get hit once, they're out of the game for like 7 minutes. They're out of the game for like 7 minutes, bro. 3 cards of Rise at 1 vet might not be a bad idea. Why not take them all? Because I need my points for other things. I mean, we'll come back, right? Because you probably do want a point of... So you obviously want the CV tank, right? If you're going to do the Steiner attack, right, you want bodies, and you're attacking, so you don't need the max range. So I prefer this, but once you get there, then you need to set up shop and defend. So it probably can be worth doing that. The big shame is that you can't put them at 2 vet, because with the availability, this is the sort of thing where you'd want to like max vet them, but you can't because they're National Guard units. 17 AP is no joke. Yeah, bro, it one-shots a 3 armor IFV. But this would also at the same range, right? Because they have the same pen. It's important that you know that. And exactly, Danny, exactly. So that's what this is for. So that's why I mentioned it before, and that's why I put it in the deck. So this follows the guys around. It's just a shame it's 35 points. But I guess one of these can support several tanks. So that's the tank tab. Recon tab, so this is the big funny. The big funny. It's a plane in the recon tab, guys. Wow. Wow. Zoom in and out for effect. Wow. Not enough MP units. Yeah, to be honest, it would have been nice because these are just these are in every single div. The transport isn't. So the transport is cool. And, you know, I obviously don't know who came up with the idea of an MP transport and asked Eugen to put it in. I don't know because there's an NDA. But whoever it was must be really, really, really intelligent. And to be honest, I think he saved the whole division. A he or she, or they, them, or, you know, whatever they identify as. Maybe he's a furry. Maybe he's not a furry, though. Maybe he's not a furry. Maybe he's not a furry, and maybe I shouldn't have said that. But whoever he was really, really smart. And he's probably not a furry. I mean, I don't know, right? But he's probably definitely not a furry. So what do you mean? Oh, you want to look at the inf again? So recon tab, right? So this is the recon plane. It's a bit of a meme, and it's got smoke rockets, which is pretty exciting. So you can do some funny strats where you try and smoke your way into an objective down a lane. Maybe, but just make sure you turn off the rockets one, otherwise you're going to blow yourself up. So we're going to try that, and it's not going to work. Because everybody who wants to play against me is currently watching the stream, so they know what I'm going to do. This is the 11th Cav recon tank, except the one we have at home meme. But this is a really interesting comparison, right? For some reason, the recon one, for all its recon goodness, is only 5 points more. And it starts further forwards and all this, but it's got less availability, right? But you definitely want to be bringing these. But yeah, it literally has 2 availability. At 1 vet. So, you know, that's probably good. And then you've got National Guard Scouts. So this is 4 men with a National Guard ACAV. So this is a really interesting strategy. So that probably won't exist in the next patch. Is that you could actually bring quite a lot of these ACAVs, and you could do an ACAV rush at the start. So we'll see how long Derek's lets that be in the game. Because we all saw what happened last time. So that's an interesting stratagem. It's an interesting stratagem. I'm personally not a furry, and I cannot confirm nor deny who came up with the idea of the MP vehicle, because, you know, I'm under NDA, but I would hypothesize that they're probably not a furry, and it's also worth mentioning at the moment in time, presently, that I am not a furry. Anyway... These guys are exceptional optics 4 men for 50 points. So if you want to see anything, you got to pay through the nose for it. They've got a sniper DMR thing, but it doesn't. They don't have the sniper trait, so it doesn't do any damage. So this is just a 50-point GSR unit. So I don't like to bring that. And then this is a National Guard helicopter recon with very good optics. Sort of fulfills the same role as this thing, except this thing's going to die. I'm not sure why you would avert this. Oh, because you get ECM, right? Yeah, you get ECM, you get 8% ECM, wow. And then these guys have a dragon have a phallic object. So this is an interesting concept that you could basically just sneak these guys all over the shop, and they have an ATGM. They're basically the Maglans we have at home, right? Because you'll note that this is only good stealth, and this is, you know, good stealth, good stealth, good stealth, good stealth, good stealth. Hang on. Aren't these higher stealth in vanilla? Has anybody got vanilla open? Has anybody got vanilla open and could tell me if these are good stealth in vanilla, the tow teams? So that's interesting. I think I've said that word too many times now. So we're going to use new words. But yes, this is a... I can't say it. What else can I say? This is exciting. This is an exciting idea that you could sneak these around the back and blow up all the transports and stuff for only 40 points. So AA, you get the Eyehawk. I'm surprised it's not a National Guard Eyehawk. And then you get this thing, which is like a Roland on wheels. So I think in the 2.1 vote, they spoke a lot about Roland on wheels being a really good selling point of 2.1. Well, you get that anyway, so it's not new. Except, you know, presumably the one in 2.1 isn't National Guard version. But this is a Roland on wheels. So that's interesting for when you do your push at the start. And you can upvet it if you want. Which we are going to do. This is like the proto-pivads, and you see how this turns into the Steiner division, right? Because you've got the Rise, and you've got the proto-pivads, and so you can literally just do the Steiner, and you can attack. So, yeah, that's exciting. This thing's actually garbage. I'll bring it anyway. And you know, you get the National Guard Stinger, which is... the Red Eye is a Fliegerfaust. You really don't want that, because it deals 4 damage, and most planes have 10 HP. Most helicopters have 10 HP, so you want the one with 5, because 5 plus 5 equals 10, whereas 4 plus 4 equals... let's go check the infantry tab again. So that's that, and then we've got this thing, which is the Huey off Rising Storm 2. So it's got a grenade launcher in it. It's got some miniguns and it's got some rockets. It's only got 6 HP, so I don't think it's very good. But maybe you will see some success with it, right? If you get into gun range, great, but this is also autocannon against helicopter range, at which point you will explode. So swings and roundabouts, especially given that you have the reservist trait, which means that you're probably not getting out of there. Then you've got this, which is a Cobra, except the reservist version, so it's 5 points cheaper. But interestingly, it's 3 availability, which means you can upvet it to get 2 availability if you're a moron, or you could just bring it 3. And then you get the Tow Cobra, National Guard Tow Cobra, which is just like the regular Tow Cobra, except it's reservist, which makes it way worse. But you only get 5-point discount and no availability upgrade this time, so very sad. Then the air tab. So this is an air tab. So this is a bomber. It's sort of like the one that Berlin Gropers gets. In fact, it basically is exactly like that. The way bombs work in this game is that the small ones have a really, really, really small splash, which means they're basically useless. So this has loads and loads of small bombs. In fact, it's pretty... Okay, so... Yeah, so this thing, the Aardvark, famous for its amazing payload capacity, can carry twice as many bombs as... no, it can't. It can carry 4 more bombs than this. So there you go, Dragonfly number 1. And you can also get the Napalm one, which you'll notice that they didn't fill all the pylons here, because they don't want you to use this. So they didn't fill all the pylons, so you can't block a spawn road with this. If they filled all the pylons, you probably could, but they don't want you to use it, so they didn't do that. This is an F4 Phantom AT plane, and you'll notice that the Maverick has 30 pen, which is all Mavericks now have 30 pen, so all Mavericks are now pretty scary, and the A10 has been nerfed and all this to try and compensate, but yeah, 30 pen on a Maverick is pretty scary. I think I already said that. Is this a mod? No, this is what's coming out on Tuesday. So that's a Maverick. And then this is an aardvark, and this is another aardvark. You've seen all these before. You've seen this before. You've seen this before because it's the one in 11th Cav. So you only get short-range fighters, but you do get long-range ground-based AA. So that is interesting. So this is a fighter. And this is now an absolutely crazy plane, right? Because it deals 30 pen, 60% accuracy. It's got the cool missiles. So to be honest, it's like the fighter, except you get Mavericks instead of more AIM-9s. So like this is like a must bring on every division that gets it. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this on 82nd and 11th Cav. So more 11th Cav in all your games. How wonderful. And then, of course, the LGBT. You've seen this before. So last time I brought it like that. That's how I did it last time. And who won the poll on which one you want to see played first? Because now we're going to play a game. East German Casino Div 1. So we'll just very quickly fill the tabs on this, because I would like to play both if I can survive that long. So what I tried last time was because these get flamethrower, bro. So you can bring that, and then you obviously need the MP Patrol. I would like the ITO 8 strength, that would be cool. Actually, do we have logi options? Well, okay, so last time I didn't do so well because I let my opponent win. But yeah, so I'm going to bring the law this time. I'm not going to make that mistake again. So yeah. So I'm going to be bringing this in the National Guard M113A1 because oh, I've already got that. Never mind. And what else do I need? Probably get some more of these because they are bread and butter, although they have been nerfed. And we only have 1 AP left, so I'm not sure what happened there. I guess I'm erming. I'm not reading the chat, but I can tell people are already talking about how they're bored and they want to see something immediately. Tortique, you here? Would you like to play 35th into my whatever they're called, Roringers? If not, I can ask somebody else. Where do I spend my AP, bro? Probably don't need that. And then that gives me money to buy that because it's really good, so why wouldn't I bring that? Although if I get rid of that, I could get more infantry. So I would like some more infantry, and we will be bringing more dragons if we get that far. To be honest, this is a really cost-efficient unit. This is 10 points. This is 4 points per man. But of course, if you bring it in the truck, then it's 10 points per man. Whereas this is also 10 points per man. So it's an interesting trade-off. But we've got the flams, so I guess we'll probably just be bringing this. So that's 35th. And, oh yeah, you guys asked me some other stuff. Did they nerf 11th ACR? Let's have a look. Sorry, Tortique, if you're still here. I did tell you this would take a while. I don't know, this all looks the same to me. Does anything look different to you? Just shout if anything looks different. It all looks the same to me. I don't think they've... Oh yeah, the Jaguar 2 got more expensive, so that affects... and the Jaguar 1, so that affects the Germans and 11th Cav, but it only went up by 10 points, so this thing's still really, really strong for its price, because it's got 6 armor, which means it survives basically everything. Am I an Arab? I recently went to Mecca for the Muslim pilgrimage of Hajj, and that is where I bought this. So, oh yeah, BGS Stricer lost their security, so they don't have exceptional optics anymore, which is actually a pretty big nerf. Because you used to just be able to get exceptional optics for 20 points, and they took that out. And that's very, very sad. So I'm very sorry to see that, actually, because not being able to see anything in this game is very, 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 very annoying. And instead of fixing it, they just make it worse. So that's cool. You know, the reason the dragons and stuff were OP is because you can't see them before they start shooting you, and then you can't get out of the way in time. So they just made it so they can't shoot you from far away, as opposed to making it so you can see them. Anyway, so I think this has got more expensive. Wasn't this like 110 before? Maybe it'll be 5 million points next patch, and then presumably this has gone up as well. These all look the same. These all look the same. These all look the same. Oh yeah, the A10s. There's fewer A10s. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, mate. If you were bringing more than one card of this, you probably deserve to be taken out back and shot because you're a filthy air spammer. So, I'm not sure if this was 265 last time and now it's 275. This thing, you actually get 2 cards of it and it's like really strong now, so that more than makes up for the A10. And of course, the A10's Mavericks have gotten better, so even though you get less of them, the guns on the A10 have gotten a bit worse, but I think that's reasonable because the fact that this could shoot 3 kilometers at planes and blow them up was really, really, really silly. So I think all the F-16s got more expensive. Normal stealth for Inf would fix so many issues. Oh, I see. You just want to make... Okay, I see what you mean. I think they should just make optics a bit better. But I can understand the sentiment. So the other thing people asked about was the airlift capability on 35Y. So basically, you can... Integer, help me out here. Which unit was it again? Was it like... wasn't it 56Y anyway? I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same. I don't see any differences here. Pretty sure it's 56Y, or am I just dreaming? Interesting. I'm pretty sure it's 56Y. Yeah, there you go. See, 56Y from Danny. So 56Y got nerfed pretty hard. Basically, the way you would open with 56Y is that you would buy the SPG-9 trucks and you would send them down every single road. And you would buy the bundle of sticks trucks and you would send them down every single road. So they nerfed it by making it so it's airliftable. So you can now bring these things in helicopters, which is really cool. But the division itself has been nerfed as a result of that because you can't YOLO them at the start to secure your position, which is sort of what they were all about. So, airlifter. This heavy helicopter is capable of airlifting more than a few men or crates. Either inside its bay or undercarriage, it can also airlift light vehicles or guns. So that's that. And yeah, so that's your airliftable capability. Was there something else that somebody wanted to say? Strike Eagle to F-16, LGB. Oops, LGB. So, there's a Strike Eagle. That's weird. Oh, I see. Because it doesn't fit on the tab, they just haven't given it. So, yeah, now the F-16 is closer to the Strike Eagle. I mean, that's right. That doesn't really bother me at all. I mean, this was really, really powerful for its price, so I'm glad it's gone up. Show us the Dazzler. Oh, yeah, 5E got some buffs and some nerfs. Mainly nerfs. Lol. So, the infantry got more expensive, so reservists... No, Escort APC it was. Escort APC went up in price so that you can no longer spam out the AMXs, so these guys went up by like 10 points or something. Which I agree with, but I think they've unlocked the vet. I'm not sure you could do this before. And you'll see that the chasseurs also got more expensive. Big squads are slowly getting more expensive. Oh, also they changed them so that they have a sniper. So this is like a second MG, except it deals loads of suppression. So this is actually probably a buff. So that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Was it this that went up? I can't remember. And yeah, we're going to show you the Dazzler trait now. So they buff the tanks by giving them this new trait. So this is the Electro-Optical Dazzler. Electro-Optical Dazzler are proofreading the tooltip. Our active protection systems disrupting the guidance system of anti-tank guided missiles, open bracket ATGM, preventing them from locking on their target by deluding it on its exact position. So this tank now has ECM, so now you can complain even more loudly about French bias when your TOW2 misses this tank. So on an individual basis, you're probably not going to notice the difference because you're still going to smoke because you just don't want to get exploded. But if you're having a big blob battle, this will start to shine through. So it does matter. So this has the Razzle Dazzler. You can see it just up there. and this does not. So you get that razzle dazzle there, and you'll note that the price hasn't changed. So clearly the powers that be don't think it's a big deal. And this thing also has the razzle dazzler. You see, it's got the dazzler here, the dazzler. So you get the razzle dazzler. Oh, I think I've said that enough times now. Any other divs you guys want to see? Oh yeah, First UK got nerfed loads because we've seen that so much in this tournament recently. I think we saw it played once, so they nerfed it. So this is all the same. It was the air tab. So they made the plane tab more expensive, and they removed all the Harriers, and they made all of these 10 points more expensive. So it was already not a popular division, and now it will be less popular. They also, I believe, made the Helm more expensive, I think. Pretty sure this was cheaper. So now you can spend 50 points on a toad that doesn't one-shot a 3 armor IV. And they made this worse. They downgraded the optics of the Javelin LML from normal to mediocre. So this unit that literally nobody uses, they nerfed. I'm a good person now, so I don't have an opinion on this. And yeah, all the CV tanks went up in price, and this is one such example of a CV tank that went up in price. Second UK also got changed. I mean, it was sort of nerfed, sort of not. So of course the Harriers all got more expensive. They still fly like complete bricks. They still die in one shot to cubs and stuff like that. Second UK, we've seen that so much in the DEFCON 2 tournament. I literally haven't seen a single game of it. I've been reliably informed that Tiberius played one UK div, and that's the only UK pick I know of in the DEFCON 2 tournament. So they nerfed this div. So this used to start at 2 vet, and now it starts at 1 vet. So they nerfed this. Pretty sure these were 265 at some point, but I can't remember if that was last patch or many patches ago. Of course, the Tornado's gone up, the Harriers have gone up. So they all got nerfed. This thing went up, of course, we already spoke about that. This thing got nerfed, spoke about that. Air Mobile Scouts, I believe, got more expensive. I think they used to be 45 or 40, they're now 50. This went up, but we spoke about that. This thing's still useless, don't bother bringing it. Pointless unit. And there was something else. Oh yeah, the rockets got cheaper. So these things actually came down by 10 points. So from what I understand, I mean, the powers that be don't really talk to me. I ask them to clarify things and they don't really tell me. But from what I can only extrapolate from this is that they want to make it more of a helicopter div and less of an everything else div, and the way they're going to do that is they're just going to make the helicopters cheaper and everything else more expensive. That's sort of what I understand from this. So the helicopters have come down in price by 10 points, and there are a bunch of other stuff's gone up in price by 10 points. So from what I've been thinking about, I believe now, yeah, you still can't buy 2 in a minute, so because it's 260 points in a minute, and that's 270, so you still can't do that. Any other divs you want to see? There have been some changes. Yeah, Jaguar's got 10 points more expensive. So, hold on, the twin 57mm AA tank KDA gets this 55 points, and the single 57 in the casino div is 45 without transport. What's the point of taking the toad? Because you can't play 2 divs at once, I guess. Bearcom. Oh yeah, Bearcom got buffed actually. Berlin Command got buffed. So this is all the same probably. I'm pretty sure the buff was that. So of course, Grenadier Voltigeurs are not the ones with the sniper, but you still get the sniper option. I'm pretty sure some of these actually got like vet nerfs. Also, the Rover Wombat used to be 9 availability, now it's 6, so that's actually another nerf. I'm pretty sure these guys used to have an extra vet or something. I can't really remember. But yeah, I'm not sure what the prices were of these before. It was probably 10 points more, but the range has come down, so you can actually buy more of them now. So it's an interesting trade-off. Did 5th Panzer get nerfed? Yes, thank God. We'll get to that. And then in the tank tab, that all kind of looks the same. Obviously, the CV tanks have got more expensive, except this one apparently. Or was it 105 before? This is still 40 points for 1 armor. It's apparently a main battle tank. And it goes back to what we were saying about spam, right? They don't like spam. So anything that should be cheap isn't cheap. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So these guys, were they military police before? Because they are now. So I'm not sure if that happened before. We're getting to the buff. There is a buff. And the buff is they added the Rapier FSA. So now you've got a slightly less useless AA piece, but also still kind of useless. But you can actually maybe shoot at a plane now, whereas you couldn't really do that before. So that's a big improvement, especially given that the Pivads was nerfed, because it lost its radar tag like 2 patches ago. They didn't have security. Well, they don't have it now. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Oh yeah, the Eclairs got 5 points cheaper, so they're now the same price as somebody who doesn't have a 750-meter range rocket launcher with 15 pen, 55% accuracy, 6 rounds. You know, so these are now the same price. I'm thinking, so I've thought. That's made me think. And of course the Harry's got more expensive, but hey, check this out. This is 2 in a card now. So how cool is that? So these are 2 in a card now, instead of 1 card at 2. So maybe you'll bring something other than the Nighthawk now. It's still got a 6-minute reload. More 480. 6 sixes is 360. So that's 6 minutes. This is like 8 minutes, right? Man, I'm not having a good day today. 480, whoops. 480 divided by 60. My calculator's broken. 480 divided by 60 is 8 minutes. Yeah, it's an 8 minute. I was right. This has an 8-minute reload. So you get 2 of them now, but they still have an 8-minute reload. So it's up to you whether or not you think that's useful. This still has a 60-second reload. So, you know. They also went down by 20 points. Oh yeah, they used to be 260. Yeah, so that's cool. I wish they didn't have an 8-minute reload, because they're really cool. We saw it used in the DEFCON 2 tournament twice in one game, or maybe even 3 times. So that's that. We'll talk about compare it to the Mega Waffle 1. So the Mega Waffle 1 is I believe it's still 2 in a card. Yeah, so it's cheaper, you know. The reload's higher, right? But it's got more ECM and it drops from a higher altitude as well, so it's more survivable. Doesn't have the missiles and stuff, but yeah. 5th Panzer did get nerfed. So the big nerfs to 5th Panzer, obviously this tab, I'm not sure if these were 45 last patch, I'm pretty sure they were. That all looks the same to me. The main changes are the Lars went up by 10, so you might think no biggie, but that means you can't buy 2 in a minute anymore. It used to be that you could just be like, I need my Lars, and you just buy 2 of them, but now you can't do that anymore. Man, some individual keeps Steam messaging me. Second UK, bro, I literally just showed Second UK, although that message is 10 minutes ago, so fair enough. What? And yeah, so these are the Jaguars. They've gone up by a little bit. We're getting to the big nerf. The big nerf is... Oh yeah, so the Roland's lost a top armor. So they might get counter battery now. Basically invincible before. Why is this guy inviting me? He's not in strike team because Eugen blacklisted him because of what he did in Steel Division 2. And yeah, so this is no longer 165 points for Avail. It's now 200 points 3 Avail. So I'm not sure why it's 3 availability, but hey, it's 200 points now. So you can still bring 6 of them instead of 8. It's going to cost you a bit more. I actually assumed these would go to 2. I just didn't check it. But no, it looks like they've gone to 3. So, okay. So you can still bring quite a lot. So actually not that big a nerf. And these went up by like, what, 10 points each. And the Lars went up. So actually not nerfed that much. And What did he do in SD2? I actually don't know because it predates me, but he got up to some very naughty stuff and got himself kicked out of a lot of things. That's all I know. I actually don't know what he did because I wasn't there. Nobody wants to tell me about it. When I ask them about it, they say things like, I don't want to talk about it. So that's that. And I believe this div was also changed with R plus 25 before, I can't remember. These guys, you still have to bring them in a helicopter. This div was changed somehow, I can't remember. This is still only one in a card, so it just remains worse than a grad, but if you don't have access to the grad, then you have to bring it. I'm pretty sure the T64 went up in price. I'm pretty sure it did. Something did. So you see, oh, so there you go, guys. That guy that asked about coax machine guns, legit like an hour ago. There you go, mate. It's now got its coax machine gun. But apparently the T64 didn't have one of those, so I'm not sure if that's accurate, because I actually see a nozzle there for a machine gun, or if they just haven't got around to it yet. Because I do see a machine gun there. But yeah, this one does, so that's cool. And yeah, so now you get your fourth weapons. That's cool. And yeah, you know, these are obviously tanks, which are in the video game. I'm not sure what else changed. I'm not sure what else changed. Not sure what else changed. Not sure if this was that much. Oh yeah, wasn't this like 260 or something? No, it was 160 and then it was 215. So I'm actually not sure that's changed. So that's that div. So that's that. I'm really sorry. I have to go for 5 minutes. Do you mind waiting 5 minutes? Because I have to go pray to God. So you're gonna have to wait for me. Just kick me if not. Alright, hey, sorry about that. So I am here, and I will pick the new div. I'm surprised at my colleague Danny not wanting to play the new div, but maybe he actually wants to win. So we'll see how this goes. Of course, if it's going to be a team game, I'm going to be bringing a few more of these. And oh, he's changed. So I will now attempt to speak to these people, and I will make the chat smaller. Whoops. I'm no longer back in 5 minutes, so I can get rid of that. It's very nice of these people to wait for me. And it's very nice of you to wait for me. So that's nice of you. And I will now attempt to speak to these people. Why? I'm trying to figure out where they are. Are they in war, yes, or something? No. If they don't want to speak, we don't have to speak. We don't have to speak if they don't want to speak. So he said he wants to bring back war chat, so we'll get that in there. And sorry guys, I missed some of your comments. I will read them now. God is great. Yes. Gepard 1119th. I'm not sure it changed at all. Honestly, I'm not. I don't really think it changed. It all sort of looks. Oh, okay. You just have to believe me, bro. False flag trait makes them get automatically targeted last by the AI. It's good flavor. In reality, it doesn't really change much, but it's good flavor. I'm now gonna ring my boy Danny, on Discord. So soon you will hear Danny, maybe. Hey, can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can hear you typing. Oh yeah, hey, how's it going?
Good, thanks.
Can you guys hear him okay, or do you want me to turn him up? Do you want the left or the right side?
I'll take the left.
Okay, cool. I'm going to turn him up a little bit because I can't hear him. So I'm going to put him on a cheeky 100% because it seems like I turned him down to 80 last time. How are we dividing the middle?
I can take Dimitri.
No, the big fight's for Fedor.
I
mean, if you're on about CVs, I get you, but it's about Fedor.
I'm just trying to measure up how my T-72s can take on anything in the middle.
Bro, did you enable spectate? For me, it says Danny's on 1 ping, but maybe the rioters hit another sub box or something. I don't know. Can we? I'm gonna just take the executive decision to rehost with spectate switched on, so I don't have to deal with that for the next 40 minutes. I hope you understand.
Fully.
Alright, game's up. And what was it? Ripple. Yep. And then we'll close all that. Right, now we will see if it works, because if it's better, then obviously it's worked. So the way Spectate works is it forces the game onto a dedicated server, which means that when I place my unit, it doesn't take 20 seconds to place because it's got to wait for it to get rerouted through the CIA servers on its way to Tortique because he's in Russia. If you've ever played against the guy known as Pro Commie Hut, colloquially described as Wheelchair, because he spams the wheelchair emoji, not because he's disabled, you'll know what it means to lag, because he lives in Kaliningrad, and there's no doubt in my mind that all my communications to him are getting intercepted by 2 separate government agencies, maybe even 3 if you count the EU as a separate entity. Yeah, so they don't actually have any airborne forward deploy. So have you got the KSK?
I have got the KSK.
So maybe we can accomplish things with the KSK. But yeah, the big battle will be for mid. Like, you're not expected to win, Ivan, essentially. So we'll put Grenzer here. Um, he clearly does not wish to rise to that comment. And he's got a CV for Fedor, so I'll take. So I was thinking my CV could go Elena, Anna, if yours is going Chariton, Fedor.
Deal.
So we'll go Elena, Anna, and then I will explode because it's a car. So maybe I should bring the tank one. Back and pop smoke, bro. No, let's just bring the tank one. It's got 2 top armor, and they don't have MLRS, so I'm feeling pretty good about the survivability of this tank one. Although I'm sort of noticing that they are still going to know where I am, and I'll be bad stealth, so they'll probably just see me anyway. But, oh well. And, yeah, Maryutka Peas. It's going to be a big trash fight in mid, basically. Are you guys also disappointed? It's new, like it is novel. How do you rate the divisions, Danny? Somebody is saying in chat that they are disappointed.
Both very fun. 35th is actually really strong. Rugener, I struggle with a bit.
Yeah, I think is that how you pronounce it, Rugener?
That's how I pronounce it.
Is it not Rugener? Well, that sounds a bit more Russian.
Arugula.
You umlaut. I'm trying to remember. I did German when I was 16. I'm 27. Did you do German GCSE, Danny?
No, I did French and got an E because it's a bad language.
Nice. Well, I did German, but it was 10 years ago, so I can't remember how you umlaut is pronounced. Apparently, the chat says it's Rugener, which is, I guess, what you were saying, Rugener. Oh my gosh.
Just like the American arugula. That's how I'm going to remember it.
Fair enough. Currently molding about the fact that the guy I was just complaining about for the last hour and a half for price changes just commented in the chat. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try bringing the funny helicopters. You know, the really expensive ones that aren't very good.
Yeah, make sure to bring like a logistics,
Supply,
a supply
exactly.
with it.
They do
I've
get
got
the wheeled
2
Roland.
slot machines.
Slot machines? Oh, the the Krugs.
Yeah, baby.
So we need to make sure that they don't get anybody in here. So I think honestly one of these is probably good enough for them. And I absolutely love this patch. I'm a huge fan of the changes. And me personally, when I saw the prices in particular, I thought these are just bang on straight away. Everything about them makes sense. So I just wanted to put that out there to you, Danny, before the game starts.
Oh yeah, no, every single one was excellent bit of teamwork, and I understand the decision behind every single one as well. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, same. So that's all there is to it. And the VOD from before is going to go missing, so nobody's going to see that, unfortunately. Best packed right now. I would say 56Y, but they changed the forward deployed SPG trucks so that they're airliftable now, which means they don't get there as fast, so I'm not sure. It's definitely not this one. Did you bring any tanks? You did. I shall bring some tanks.
The best I got.
That's not saying much. I'm actually going to bring some T-55s because they're good in the
I'm
open.
hoping that when my Krug missiles miss, they'll just land straight in their CV on the ground.
Yeah, it makes a pretty big bang when it goes off in the air. I've noticed that. So put that there, and I'm not feeling very confident about this at all. Thanks for waiting. Packed OP nerf. Have a nice day. Sad. Oh, these are all going the wrong way.
I'd like to thank the generous channel joiners.
Yeah, they get the names on the screen. They get the videos early. They get members exclusive videos. Are you a channel joiner, Danny? Just out of interest?
No, I'm not. I'm poor. That's why I don't pay for DLC.
Oh my gosh, I'm poor as well. I don't pay for my TV license.
Oh, that reminds me. I got a letter through the other day. I should do nothing about it.
Yeah. I actually don't watch TV, so I'm okay. I actually do not possess a TV. Basic student gaming. Oh, they've purchased a plane. They have listened in on the map, and they are homing in on my very, very expensive helicopters. I'm sorry, I can't help you for about 8 seconds. But maybe your Krugs can smack him.
I thought I had them on attack move, but apparently I didn't.
You just got to stop him. It's because you've turned the weapons off.
Yeah, I know. There's a wild weasel in the air, right?
Just don't worry about it. There you go! So as you can see, it makes a very big bang. So that's something cool, because I've noticed a lot of the explosions in the game are usually like a little bit smaller than I'd like, but they definitely got that one right. Like, I mean...
It lives up to the crew car.
It's very cool. I'm very happy about it. We got additional inbound. It's another F-16.
Bait it for me.
I'm trying. Oh no, I've made a poor turn. You're going to have to dive me. Oh, you should buy a lottery ticket, bro. Was that 35% accuracy, 2 hits so far? Nice.
I'm getting more of them.
This is what skill is all about. I'm a skill-based player as well. So those are opponents of the regime, and this is probably going to explode now because I drove it too close. Oh, I'm very good at the game apparently. Okay, we're just going to be buying more helicopters now. They're doing the smoky thing. I didn't get enough sleep last night to counter this. I see you. Oh, how do I shoot it? Can I not? No, I can't.
Oh no, their dusters are actually pretty good.
Are they actually? Because I was under the impression they were.
Just annihilated my MI8 very quickly.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I can't tell if I hit anything. There's quite the target saturation here. I cannot afford the KGMU because it costs more than I budgeted.
Polish Su-20 will clear away their M60s gloriously.
I need to wait 35 seconds before I can buy it. Sadly. But we do have the inf advantage, right? So watch your tank CV, I think it's about to get smacked. So there you go, that's the Polish Su-20. So it does have a wider splash, so there's something to it. Oh dear. He's managed to get him there, which was obviously his plan all along. Did we get the CV? No. Where's my mortar? I haven't managed to buy that yet. Still trying to shoot this thing, but we cannot. I think it's gonna have to be artillery. Oh no, actually. Whoa, that's a new voice line. So we're accomplishing something. Oh, you shot the duster. That was smart. Maybe the tank in front of you? Right, now we can afford this. Additional plane? Did your Krugs... Oh, nothing.
They're out of ammo, but they are being refueled.
I'm gonna buy the KGMU thing. I'm buying the KGMU thing. I've got a bit of a problem here. I can't really deal with it. Oh no, he's using the smoke micro. Oh man, that was powerful actually. So the KG thing, is it anti-tank or is it like the waffle?
No, it's like the waffle.
Right. The main problem is the smoke. Have you got artillery? Okay, it didn't drop its bombs because it dropped the dumb bombs instead of the waffle thing with the attack move. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm not sure if that's... Damn it, I got hit by the Roland. So they are +1, but it's mainly because of my incompetence, so give me a second. Not sure what's going on here. That thing apparently can't shoot that. This is all on me, I need to play better. It's getting completely outplayed by these smokes. I could have sworn this... There we go. So, boom! Oh, the 3,000 meter range? Oh, mate, I'm not a gambler, apparently. It is against my religion. But you see the range really does matter. It is quite significant. So, we're going to be buying some more because... Alright, nice, we accomplished something. My man is concentrating, he does not wish to speak. If you got the EA pack, you get these divisions for free, so no complaining, it's free. No complaining, it's free. And yeah, we need this to get over here. And what do you need from me, Danny?
Not too sure.
Any units? Because we're just sort of getting... Oh, wait, you won in Ivan? I didn't even notice that. Good job, dude.
Completely uncontested.
Alright, so they just went all in mid. Okay.
Major strategy skill.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I like the fact that he just managed to just completely outflank me here. This is actually pretty interesting, because I can just land these and refuel them pretty quickly, and I am losing units. Oh dear. Just didn't react. But yeah, the new divs are fun, but I don't think they're particularly 1v1 competitive. I think Rugener, sorry, what was it called again? Rugener is going to be an absolute pain in the neck for team game players. I think 10v10 players in particular are going to hate that div because of the one-shot thingy-mabobs, right? The enemy has a big air tab and they just can't buy any planes.
Did you bring the KS-19, the AT-AA gun?
Yes. But it has a 3-second aim time.
Oh yeah.
What the heck? Was there two there, or did I... Oh, I got critted. Okay. Oh, I don't have smoke. I remember now. As he dies.
I want it to be good.
Yeah. Sadly, seeing is not believing, or what have you. I'm not sure that's the right way of saying it. Right, so now we're going... So the issue with this is that they've got really bad range. 1750. But I think it can do work if I actually get it close enough to do anything. That was very stupid of me. I forgot. Oh, hello. He's managed to... Okay. So he's there. I'm buying a replacement CV because this one's obviously...
Bombing run incoming.
I can't... Oh, from you. The problem we've got here is that I'm dead. Because he's behind me as well, so what the heck am I supposed to do? That's a National Guard tow cobra, so there we go. No! Okay, we're achieving. Where the heck am I? There we go. Finally deal with this. Let him get away with that for way too long. Watch your Krug. I'll buy a replacement Krug. Right, so these, we did fire it and I missed it. So I'm sorry guys, I don't know what it looks like. I do apologise. Do we have seed in this div? No? Okay. And we could use some more tanks. Oh, apparently he can shoot me here. I can't move. Oh no, he's definitely got that. I can't move, bro. What do I do? Okay, I just wait for him to die, apparently. I'm almost getting that. Oh, he missed because he's National Guard, which means he's bad. And these, right, they're reloading, so maybe we'll actually get to see it this time. Please don't tell me you can see me, because that would be very sad. Ooh. Right, so we'll just put these SPHs back here. Right, and then this. We can't land there anymore. Sorry, fam. They got a CV in apparently. I'm not sure. Well, so my main question is, how on earth did this guy not die? Because I'm pretty sure I just shot him. So this time, okay, so it's actually dead. So I guess you're just never gonna see it because it is dead. So we'll try.
They got another crew.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm being overwhelmed. I'm having a pretty bad time here. So this fired, and I missed it again. So I'm very sorry, but there is a dead CV here, so I'm just going to attribute it to that. Whether or not it was remains to be seen. But okay, so that the thing with the Polish thingamabob is that it's a high altitude bomber, which means it's bad. And
oh, I love the crew so much.
Such a silly unit. It is very funny. How is the East German casino div? Well, you can see for yourself. We were winning, but they just get a lot more tanks than us. I'm also playing very badly. Like, the enemy team is stacked, so I think it's sort of fair that it can be this way. Oh man, I'm dead, probably. Yeah, I'm dead. What? Okay, that just did 5 damage in 1 hit. Sorry, my stranglehold on the left is gone. I'm just bleeding out too much. I'm having a bad day.
I feel that.
So we'll get these back to here. Put that there. And we will shoot that because that can actually kill you. Whereas the other one can't. There we go. The dead man shot me. And we'll buy some mortars, and we really do need some AT gems over here because we're just getting rolled. This guy does have an RPG. Get him back. Oh, man. Okay. So bad. I'm trying to get a CV in on the left for what it's worth. I could use a Conquerors over here. Oh, dead target switching. Something here, I just can't see it. Maybe. Oh, there you go. There you go. You saw it. You saw it. So they've got a short range, but they deal a heavy blow. They deal decent damage. I should probably be using my artillery. And we'll get this guy back in here, and we'll be up on point shortly. Where are my thingamabobs? So this man is trying to mess me up a bit. We'll buy some poles. And sadly we lost a T-72. No, we didn't. It's just in a weird spot. So he's in here or something. I'm getting a CV in. Plane apparently. LGBT on you. My turn to buy a lottery ticket. Ooh, we were not a winner today. next time maybe on Euro Millions. Oh, I might get him with this though. No, looks like we're going to be doing some more missing there. Oh, some more missing there. Okay, so we made it out. Thankfully, I don't have a problem with this game at all. So, you know.
Oh, they were quick on killing that Krug. I didn't move it quick enough.
Yeah, they're, remember that they are the, they play more than both of us, so it is, what it is. That's a shame. Losing to Otto's power. I got in the middle, but we lost on the other side. Just gonna... He should probably have some, like, AA there. So we'll put that there. And I'm gonna buy a reservist for here, reservist for there. Because they can definitely get in there if they're not paying attention. I just saw somebody about here. What the heck? Dusters. Okay. That was from before, I just forgot about it. So this man has fired his shot. Oh, well, let's try out this not very good AT plane. Your voice lines hit quite nicely, yeah. What's going on there? I'm not sure. Okay, here he comes. And we're not in position here. And sadly he's vanished, I'm not sure how. What the heck? What the heck is going on there? Blimey, wow, okay. Okay. What happened to my... Jeez, oh, this is not good. Where am I? I should have bought more of these. They're actually pretty good. Okay. And we need more reservist, I suppose. Yeah, I'm really pioneering that. I'm having a bit of a tank problem over here.
I don't have too much to deal with that right now.
That's alright. We'll make do. There you go. It's just kind of weird to me that I can... Oh, I see. It's because he got pushed out. Oh, I lost another one there. That was kind of done on me. Oh, nice. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, so we lost the... my CV got outed. I think that's going to happen a lot. Oh, what? Damn, I thought the smoke could... That's bad. Thankfully this is a 1v1 deck, so we've got a lot of... got a lot of that. Buy another supply there. Oh, that's Polish. Definitely speaking Polish. That man is definitely speaking Polish right now. We got LGBT inbound. I missed.
Me too.
Riveting gameplay.
Got it on the way out, I think.
Nice. This guy doesn't... Oh no, he does have an RPG, I remember now. There you go. Yeah, bro. Polish words. Yeah. Poland. Poland. So we'll... Gameplay. That's not good. And I don't have anything to help him there. How is he doing that? So it's about there or something. I wish I had MLRS. I sort of wasted my coffin launcher. Got one left, but
I'm going to use my coffin launchers on it.
Cool. Oh man. Oh man. No, I was pressing I. I was pressing I. My fingers are too fat. A fat mess. Okay, now we're going to go move over here so we don't get exploded. And over here we've sort of... I just didn't want him to get back in here in a last desperate kind of attack thing. You know how these people are. So we will also get a Conkers for here, just in case. Hello? I'm buying another Krug. This is getting silly. Whoa, that's a lot of guys. But they are National Guard, so I do out-trade them quite significantly. Right, so we know that this man is here. Is he gonna keep running away? It's just strange to me that I actually can't see him from there, even though this tells me that I should be able to. I guess that's life. And we will buy some more of these. And I'm going to get this man over here, and we're going to... Oh, we need more smoke, we need more smoke. We want to never, ever, 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 ever run out of smoke. National Guard law beat my Poles? Hello? Poland bros? How could this happen? Didn't hear anything about calling taxis. Taxi bye! Alright, we solved that problem, so now we're gonna go over here again. And we got the T-55s, get those over to here, and put this up to here. Send you forward, send you backwards. Hey, we're doing it, Danny! Have you been practicing? By the way, they're probably going to do some kind of last-ditch attack over here. Box always does that.
Thanks, man.
Uh-oh.
It's just because this division, Arugula, is really good.
Didn't you say 35Y was better at the start of the game?
No, no.
Oh, LGBT's out. I'm bozoed. Never mind, he went for something else. Man, that is a lot of National Guard. Get in your building, friend. Whoa. They've not made any attempt to counter battery. I mean, that's been there all game, and I haven't done anything about it. So that is my bad, as they say. Look at this guy behind that. Is the Sewi just a poor man's LRS? Yeah, basically. It's got very little combat capability. Watch out, I think they got some people in it. I want to buy some more Krugs. Because I can. And, oh dear, they're getting remarkably close over here. Nice. Gentlemen, no fighting enough. Move your Krugs! Move your Krugs! This is a big problem. I wasted my helicopters at the start of the game. I lost my CV, it's dead. Don't I have the same range as this man? Yes, I do. I'm gonna bully him. Beat that guy up. Come on. Bam. Kruppstahl. Wait, wrong side of Germany. You see that we are the differenter tank. I'm not... I think we're stronger. That is bad. I'm actually gonna send somebody to go deal with that. You see Danny using the coffin launch just a great effect there, and I'm missing all of it because I'm a baddie. I do apologise for being a baddie. Oh. Apparently that guy can shoot from there. This is so sad. Can we hit 50 likes? And we need additional ammunition because these men are not actually shooting. So we'll try and just get this to shoot that at it. My reservists are all routed, so I guess that was the mortars. I just can't believe how well balanced this game is. Is he still watching? But no, to be honest, I mean, I don't like bigging him up, but the game is in a decent state. It's just the way I like to play the game. It's not catered for, because he wants to make it more realistic, because that's what Eugen told him to do. So, you know, less fun. There we go. Whoa! There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. It's the only time you're seeing it. And we're going to be buying some, either ran out of ATG. Thankfully, nobody can shoot very far in this. Oh, yikes. Never mind. Additional opponents approaching. I believe it's on me. It's the LGBT. Oh, nice! Nice lottery. Nice lottery. Although having 4 or 5 of them definitely makes a difference.
It's like playing, you know, 3 or 4 slot machines at the same time. You're going to get more money.
Yeah. That's how you win. That's how you win at gambling. So it looks like we've got this pretty well done. The fact that they didn't put anybody here and he just walked in with 3 units was not good for them. I really do want to build up for it. So, okay, there's 2 AA there, 2 AA there. I think they're all Rolands. I'm not sure what I can actually do about that. No, my thingy-mabob! That's a damn shame, and we don't actually have a CV in there, so damn shame-ding. Move your Krugs!
On it already. I've fed a bit on the left, but we've still got mid, so we should be alright. So if you put this on aggressive, it'll fire as soon as it sees something, as opposed to trying to get minimum range. Question is, will it fire this while I'm right-clicked on that? I don't think it will. So that doesn't change that. But then you see that, oh, it didn't shoot, no, okay. And apparently it really does not want to go to the left. So that was on me, I suppose. Last minute waffle. For anyone wondering, spinning is still in the game.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the game, Danny. Game's perfect now, guys. Also, it's free, so shut up. And this guy doesn't have AT. This guy does, but that man is far away. So if you turn this off, then we get the waffle, I think, because otherwise it will drop the normal.
Loads of AA on the right-hand side.
Yeah, there's AA everywhere. Oh, there we go, we got it. Not the AA. Sadly, this man also auto-evac'd over right. I pressed left, but he already got auto-evac. We could probably still lose, actually. I'm sort of throwing a bit. We really need to kill that CV one. Or the tick's gonna stop.
Hello!
Oh, thank you, Lemon.
Lemon Hug Super Shattered $12.94. I don't play Warno anymore because I hate people, but I still like Hippie because he's a good people.
Based? Yeah, I like you too. Look, to be honest, if you need new friends, I'd just join the War Yes Discord. There's plenty of players there of all skill levels. If you don't like the War Yes Discord, you can also check out Fob HQ. They are like the War Yes Discord, but with less... Ah, you see the dragon? It shoots in forests now. You see it's reloading? That's because it shot in the forest. So there you go. That answers that question for you. Because I mentioned that earlier. Danny, the tick stopped. I'm getting a bit worried. They're definitely in there somewhere.
I've got my coffins on the way. I'm thinking that they'll do the job.
Yeah, I've got a coffin as well. I'll try caffeinating it or whatever. And that man generously donated a supply to me, so that was very nice of him, wasn't it? I've played really bad this game. I did not deserve to win at all. But yeah, if you need friends, those are 2 places I'd check out. players of all skill levels in those places. Fob, HQ, if you want less moderation, a bit more of a meme kind of, uh-oh, I think my coffin's about to explode. And the other one, if you, well, yes, if you want, like, more of a chilled, well-moderated thingamabob. Oh, okay, great, I guess the mortar's got it. The coffin things are really cool. I like that the range is low. I think that's actually a really interesting dynamic. I guess I should be like smoking and stuff to get them into range.
Yeah, for sure. The low range, like really high precision damage is pretty based.
Yeah. Well, thanks for carrying me. This really wasn't my best effort. Are you up for another one? We could play the other team.
I think I've got to pick up my missus, so I don't think I've got time. Maybe later. We'll see.
Okay, no worries. I'll be around tomorrow. Apparently I lost a tank. Oh, I see, they're getting killed by these. So yeah, the lack of a short-range ATGM like a Dragon or a Metis, you do feel that. You do feel it. I'm now accidentally mortaring my own team. Hopefully he doesn't notice. And we'll get... this is the HE bomber that I didn't buy. Danny is concentrating, and I'm happy for it. To be honest, I feel like these two divs are both not kind of top tier, but between the two of them, I think the red one is stronger. Like, in this matchup, do you know what I mean? I think
I fully expected 35th to own the open ground there. But I think if they coordinated their M60 spam a bit better, they would have had it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, actually, yeah. Because the M60 is backed up by the toes, but I've noticed they're not bringing the good toe, the one that's got good optics. I don't know if you noticed that, the one in the tank tab with good optics. Whoops.
Oh, that's fun.
It's probably because, I assume it's because they just copied it off the third armoured one. You know, the one that's in the recon tab? Gave it a toe too. And then they just forgot.
Many such cases.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, GG, that was good. Tell him Warno. He can't pick up his war waifu. Nice. Nice carry. Wow.
Thank you, thank you.
Neither of us went positive, which is pretty funny.
That's the East German way, baby.
Yeah, who are you against? Tortique? Like, I don't know, I couldn't tell because obviously they're the same div. But yeah, you see Wooden Box ranked 39.
I think they were pretty mixed, and I
Tortique
wasn't
with
paying
150,
attention, to be
Hippie
honest.
with rank 52.
It's hard to tell from the KD.
and
I
Danny
think
with
from the
0
KD, it
rank
looks
games.
like you were against Tortique.
Yeah, probably. I lost a lot of guys to just being bad at the game. Oh yes, I was against Tortique. I got a lot of Tortique kills, but as you said, they were both together. So if we look at the chronology, I probably did a lot of dying there.
Man, some individual units really carried there. My T-55 CV killed an awful lot.
Yeah. I really do think the Krug is going to be an absolute blight on this game, especially in the 10v10s. Like, you notice that they just couldn't bring planes. I mean, obviously there were two of us, so that makes it better, but...
10v10 will be very funny.
Yeah,
One of my
definitely.
Krugs killed 4 of Tortique's planes.
Nice. Because it's 155 points, so it pays for itself if it gets 1.
It'll definitely get nerfed.
There's no way it should be that cheap and that available. But the rest of the division ain't that great, so I can understand from a 1v1 perspective why you might want to make that powerful, leave it powerful.
Yeah, but it's also not going to be the only Krug we'll ever see, I think. So it may be in less bad divisions in future.
Right. But then, because if the Krug is bad, how do you make this div good? Because I still think both of these divs are like solid, kind of B tier, maybe even C tier. Just simply because of the strategy that the game goes with, where cheap things just aren't cheap because, you know, en masse they are deemed too powerful, so they're just made a bit more expensive than they otherwise would be, and it makes these kind of divs really weak.
I think people will sleep on both divisions initially, but I think especially in competitive, there will be some pretty good ways to play both of them. Pretty much both of them involve spamming a lot, but I think you can be a bit more frivolous with 35th, whereas Rugener it's more like Rugener, that one.
Rugener, yeah.
Yeah, it's more about careful management of all the toys that you have, because it's easy to lose all of them. Like the coffins are short range, easy to die. The MI14s with the silly missile, very easy to kill. Krugs can be, I guess, as soon as the division loses its Krugs, it's probably down the drain in it.
Loses it from a balance point of view, or loses it in the match? Because you're not going to lose
In the match.
You're not going to lose 6 Krugs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, personally, I bring them up vetted 2 per card, and then try and sit a CV near them, and that works all right. And you've got quite a few that way.
Yeah.
When I played against Tortique before, they went against me pretty much all up vetted tanks, which I thought would leave you with not enough tanks, but they were a genuine pain. Even just the basic T55s, like super up vetted.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I always take those max vet. I do the same in Gropers and in 7th, I think.
Yeah, I think in that game, going slightly less vetted helped, because we were against so much. But in a 1v1, definitely fully up vetted is the way to go.
Fair enough, yeah. Hello Twitch viewers, we're watching on YouTube, that's why there's so few viewers. There's actually 221.
Alright, I'm a bounce. See you later.
Alright, cheers for the game, cheers for the carry.
Pleasure. Bye-bye.
So that was Danny, everybody, and now I have to face Tortique by myself, so that's gonna be exciting. Pick the map. Okay. 2 Lakes Duel. Because I want to try the funny smoke thing, and he knows I'm gonna do it, so let's see how that works. And to that end, we've got some satchels. Sadly, they're in the National Guard thing, so I think I should actually take them out of that. And yes, please. So yes, please to him playing Rugener, and I think his imp definitely is better than mine. It's just my air's better than his, but then he's got the mega killer of men, roll the dice, slot machine thing, and so it becomes very strange. To the 5 guys watching on Twitch, it's better on YouTube. 229 on YouTube, guys. Sorry if I missed any chats. I do apologize. I was playing. But yeah, the Krugs are pretty funny. It's certainly interesting divs. Like, the divs do play differently to anything else we have on offer, so that is a good thing. Whether or not they're meta, I don't think they're going to be meta, except in 10v10, I think. Especially in the larger team game, stuff like that, I think Krug's really going to have a place there. 35th, I don't think it's going to be meta, simply because like these could do with being 10 points cheaper, basically, but I just don't think that's going to happen. This is weird. Is this the right deck? Because I made 2. Here we go. So this is the one that I made on stream, I think. Yeah, because it's got the TTS. Are you ready? Oh, he's remaking his Rugener deck. What's the scout playing ECM? 0? It's just a bit of a meme. The main funny is that it's got smoke. So what I'm gonna try and do, but I think he knows I'm gonna do it, is I'm gonna try and smoke the lane into 2 lakes, and then no, don't worry about it, bro. I just checked it because we're just waiting for him to make a deck. I'd like to thank you all for watching this. I had a difficult week at work, and it's nice to come and spend some time with you all. For those of you who haven't seen my channel before, it's a Warno channel.
Hello,
Warno.
I like money.
Lemon Hug Super
wow,
Shattered
thank you.
$12.94. Mic check.
Mic check. Can you not hear me? Can you not hear me? Or is that a check yourself before you wreck yourself kind of moment? Check. Can you not hear me? No, you can hear me. But yeah, this is to check the mic. This is a Blue Yeti. Sadly, there's a Blue Yeti. I spent extra money on the Blue Yeti, and it is not that good. So, you know, you get what you deserve, I guess. Alright, so he's ready. I'm ready. Let's play. I did ready up. Let's get a cheeky hippie in there. Chat lagged for a second. Yeah, what do you mean you can't hear me? I thought this was a Broken Arrow channel. Yeah, we're just waiting on Broken Arrow to actually come out so that all these people who think it's the second coming of Christ can get a reality check and realize it's not. Because that would be very funny. Okay. Yeah, why not? I can get really salty at him as he beats me. I don't think I've ever actually spoken to this guy. Did I get into the beta? Yeah, I did. So that video worked. They got back to me about it. I can't say anything that's in the beta because I'm under NDA. But I did get in. Hello? I can't hear you if you're speaking.
I was not speaking, but you scared the hell out of me with the call.
What do you mean? You just said you wanted to speak.
Yeah, but we could join the regular voice channel. And now I'm sitting here all quiet in my Warno game, and the call pop-ups on my screen.
Yeah.
And I'm panicked as if I'm reservist unit.
Fair enough. So we want.
You actually sound better than you sound on stream.
Oh, it must just be something to do with the voice quality. I don't know. So in OBS, I have a noise suppression system. So that might be messing with my voice. What do you mean by better?
I think louder.
Oh, louder. Well, that's. I mean, you can just change the volume, right?
Yeah, I know, but we never spoke before. We never been in voice before together, so you are at the default level.
Oh, fair enough. So I need to get in here.
So you sound very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh,
You are telling your viewers that I'm a toxic player, spreading lies. I'm actually a really nice person.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. Like, I've never heard that before. I've never heard anybody say that about you, so I'm not sure where that comes from.
I mean, I'm a nice person when it comes to my friends.
Fair enough. So I'm a bit murked that we don't actually have any wheeled
Alright.
forward deploy. So I can't secure this particularly early at all. Because I don't have any wheeled forward deploy.
I think I'm ready.
I am definitely not ready.
What's
so
your plan?
What's my plan? I'm gonna lose and then I'm gonna complain. Alright, so we got two of these.
You think too low of yourself? You certainly played better than me on most occasions.
I lost the last game. So we'll get.
Yeah, but remember when I first beat you? I don't remember when it was, but you were like, oh no, he's gonna tell everyone about it for like a month, but I didn't. So you know.
Yeah, fair
and then
enough.
every single game after that, I lost for like half a year.
So he is bringing it up. It is worth mentioning that he has brought it up.
You're really overstating my competency.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this is just the standard "I'm weak" cope. I should get that on a soundboard.
You should get the salty Rasmus on the soundboard.
I'm in charge.
No, I haven't spoken to him that much, so you know I don't have the street cred required to do that. So we want to raid this with the smoke thingies, right? And then we want to back it up with some more stuff. I'm not really sure what to buy. I don't have the muscle memory down on this.
Either way, you're still gonna lose. You got the worst side. I'm ready to make up excuses for you.
Thank you, that's very nice of you. And none of these guys have AT, so we need some laws, but sadly I brought the laws in the sort of slow thing. So I'm really regarded this is made for an open attack. And we're not doing an open attack, we're doing a different strategy. So I needed wheeled recon. And I needed these guys to not be in M113A3. So this was all very, very, very silly of me. Another thing, so we really don't want him to get in here, which he will attempt to do. So we need... Oh, I guess I can sort that out. This way. Do we have any AA? Yes, we've got a rolling thingy. Okay, great. So that's all sorted. Alright, thanks for waiting. I have not got a CV.
No problem, let's go. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna delete this.
Press the button.
Yeah, no, I said I was ready, and then I just remembered that I forgot something. Many such cases. But I mean, you can just let it tick down. It's not gonna take that long.
Oh no, I'm used to waiting for people. I always deploy fast. Warno war game.
Why don't you take the time to think?
Because I already have everything memorized. Well, sometimes people say that it's the reason why I'm losing games. Because I don't think.
Yeah, fair enough. So I'd like to take the time to thank the generous
it's probably
channel
just
joiners.
because I want to attack, always attack, even if it's detrimental to me.
Well, that's a good... I have a lot of respect for that, especially given that the game is so focused on defense and limited exchanges and so on.
Even the games like War Game, where attack is pretty strong, I tend to get lost in attacking and lose my units unnecessarily and die.
Yeah.
So at least there is something in common between us. I
So
saw
this
you
is
as
the smoke
well,
rocket.
losing your units all the time, attacking.
The smoke rocket thing isn't working? What the heck? Oh my
think
god,
it's
you have to
because the
press
buildings-
B. You have to press
Yeah.
B.
Yep.
Well, that's the whole strategy gone. I mean, well, I don't know what to say, really. If we don't kill those Urds, if this doesn't hit, we're going to lose a lot of people. Oh, it's working. Whoa, that's actually quite a... Whoa! That's actually quite a big cloud. I thought it would be a really small cloud that wouldn't do anything.
No, Int used it against me, it was nice.
Yeah, that's actually decent. Wow, I thought it would just be a nothing burger. That's got some real utility to it, I think.
Yes, we should wait until someone gets upset that Pac doesn't get this functionality and starts to complain.
Well, I have been reliably informed. That was a waste of a missile. That was a very cheap, cheap dragonfly there.
I just forgot to turn it off. But at least I did the big boom.
Yeah. I've been reliably informed that Pact only ever used the rockets on their planes for like highlighting artillery targets. Somebody told me that, and they were pretty convinced that that was the case. So I guess we're just never going to see a Pact equivalent.
Nope. But we will still see crying about it.
Yeah.
And since you joined the GDR people, I
Whoa!
suppose. Oh no.
There's a 2-for-1.
Judging by the flag. Yep.
Yes, I'm gonna get the Krugs! Yes! Wow, is it still shooting?
And now I didn't hit. I hit the very small, very useless plane.
Oh, I see, I got
Like,
one and one
the
survived.
actual targets, so
That one actually
go
has
for today.
ECM. I take it one of your Krugs survived?
yes. You could have told that looking at the fact that the missile flew towards you.
Yeah, but I cheated instead.
Do you even need to cheat for that?
No, I did not. But I did not think.
I told Box that I gave up on cheating because they said they will fix the cheating and they want to be prepared for the time where there is no cheating in the game.
Yeah, I think they said they were fixed the cheating just to shut everybody up, and we're never going to hear about that again. That's my honest opinion of the matter. Because they said they were looking into it, and we just didn't hear anything. Alternatively, it'll be like the map editor, where in 6 months it'll just be like, crazy new feature, and it's like, oh, okay, thanks. That's happened before.
I mean, well, I am still preparing for the eventuality. I hope, I believe, I trust.
Yeah. This man is dying.
So, at some point, I will be ready. Nobody will be ready. And I will be ranked number 1.
Yeah. I think I'm going to lose that position because I cannot reinforce fast
Because
enough.
nobody expects this.
And he gets very, very good infantry, easily better than mine. It's a bit expensive, like, but look at that, he's just pushing me out. So we are falling back, because what usually happens to me is I overextend, lose again. So what we're going to be doing instead is a cheeky case of falling back. So we got this guy all the way back here, and we're going to be
Wait, I
falling
think...
back.
Can we talk about the patch notes, actually? Like, we can talk about them, we cannot
You can
show
talk
them, right?
about what's in it, but you cannot show the patch notes, because they are still work in progress.
Yeah, makes sense. But I thought they fixed the issue with Splash. At least they said something about it, but you still missed and you still did suppression on me.
I think that's fine. It used to do damage.
I suppose so, but still, it's a bit unsettling that it still can happen.
Right, so as you can see, we're doing the overextension. So I would like to blow this up. Well, actually, well, I'm not sure what that's shooting at. And yeah, we need to make sure that we don't get out for... Whoa, you see how fast it fires? Even though it's got terrible accuracy, it shoots very fast, which means that it still doesn't do anything.
2 out of 3 missiles, and now I'm gonna die.
I'm listening, Captain.
Bruh.
Yep. This time Casino worked.
That's some riveting gameplay, that is. Yeah, I mean, in 1v1, it's fair enough, because the div isn't that strong. But I think 10v10 players are really going to have a riot about this. I think they're going to be very,
they will.
upset.
Even in the 2v2 game, I couldn't fly any plane because he had like...
Let's go.
Yeah,
6 or
yeah,
7?
exactly, yeah. We just had an infinite number of them. As soon as they died, we could replace them. We never ran out. It was never a problem that they could run out.
Did any of you upvet them? Because
Yeah,
if you did,
yeah,
I
we
killed
both
3.
upvetted. We both upvetted by 1, so we got 4 each instead of 6 each. And Danny had a CV next to his for an extra upvet rank.
Yep, and I killed 3, so I killed less than half
Yeah.
in the entire game.
And
even
you were
though I
like
was
aggressively
constantly
counter batterying them.
losing.
They're just, you just shouldn't get 6. You should get 1 card.
Yes. Well, there was a mod for another game by Eugen, which also had the Krug. And it also was one-shotting planes, and they didn't have that many.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like the same guy had the same idea twice.
I'm listening, Captain.
Not that I know anything about that.
Most certainly.
War Daddy to Red Leader.
But hey.
I'm listening. Beware. Commies, move on.
It is a fun div. I think they do play differently to what's on offer. I mean, they're not meta. I was a bit salty when I came in. I was sort of shit talking the divs a bit much. They're not so bad. They're fun. They're definitely fun. But they're not meta. And I think that's fine, to be honest.
If you're talking to your viewers, I would say that Rugener can actually be workable.
What, in 1v1, do you reckon?
Yeah, well, at least I had quite a good run with it myself, testing. I know not many people play the game when it's in testing phase.
Sure, but it's higher level play, generally high level players. So.
I suppose so. No, I might die because I need it.
Ah, thank you.
Highlander became a member.
But yeah, I think there's a play here in 35th where you run them down at the start. Like you saw me try that in the game where you were 39Y. For the viewers, you'll get that next week. I'm sorry I'm spoiling it for you. Where at the start I sort of ran you down. I didn't do a very good job of it. Like I learnt a lot from that game. And then you just sort of cling on for dear life with ATGM spam for the rest of the game. And I really do think that there's something to that.
Honestly, if you're playing against me, right, you probably get into a situation where I'm trying to attack and with your division, you can have so much stuff, and you can just, no matter where I try to push, you have a lot. And I can't do
Exactly.
anything about it.
Yeah, so you can get early points on the board with the cool attack with the you know, the M60 spam, and you know, maybe mix some smoke in next time. Maybe I'll try that next time. And then after that, yeah, you cannot attack me, right? Because I've got too much stuff everywhere. So many guns on you. So I think that's the strat. I mean, I'm not, you know, I've not played enough games, but I think that's it.
Well, some people I
yes,
played
it can
against
hit two
actually
at once.
said that
Why am I
35th
blurry?
can be actually OP.
Interesting. Who was that, or are you
And-
not allowed to say?
I don't think I'm allowed to say, I don't know, but it was a very high-ranked individual.
Fair enough. Well, we'll see. We'll see people play it. I certainly think the Krugs are probably not going to stay the way they are. I think there's going to be such an outpouring from the community about that.
I would like to see them first reduced to 1 card, and then see where it goes from there. Because without the Krugs, this division is defenseless against air.
I think they should just make them 210 points.
I mean,
don't
it's
think they
only
should
gonna
be
make it
155.
more frustrating, isn't it? Like, imagine you're playing against Rugener. It doesn't matter for you if it's 210 on whatever points. You still get your 150 CM play in one shot by it. And you can't
Yeah.
do anything about it, so you're frustrated because ECM is a very skillful
Thank you,
mechanic.
Baron. That's very nice of you.
And then, if you're a Rugener player, you rely on it,
Yeah.
and you're out of money because you have to rely on it to protect yourself against planes.
I would say it's bad game design to have a unit that is upsetting for everybody. But there are a lot of people who play League of Legends and Dota 2. You know, these games where, honestly, the whole game can be decided on one crit. I don't know if you've played Dota.
You know I've played Dota, you are just calling me out, and I know that. Do not pretend. You were looking at my profile.
Fair enough. I did actually forget, but you are Russian, so I guess you do play Dota. So yeah, I don't know what's happened in the last few years, but there was a hero called Phantom Assassin who could one-shot another hero called Crystal Maiden with like a 10%
yes,
chance
yes,
on the
yes.
daggers. They added crit chance to the daggers, and it's just like... It's, I would say, bad game design, but that's a very, very popular game, and the RNG is part of it, so...
I mean, it's a bit. They made it a bit consistent on the crits and Phantom Assassin, but you know what? I haven't played Dota since like 2015, and then some of my friends told me, "Come on, you should play," and I played, and I didn't know anything,
Yeah,
and I died to everything,
fair enough. So, if I kill this,
and I'm floating points,
she will
which
know.
I shouldn't be doing.
You see, the disadvantage you've put yourself at is that I am really, really, really good at chatting shit while playing this game. And so, by putting yourself in a voice channel with me, you have given me a huge advantage.
I mean, that's part of the fun, isn't it?
Fair enough. Sorry, you've given yourself a huge disadvantage. You've given me a huge advantage. Because I want to push
Do you think I
here.
care about winning?
I care about winning, so I just assume everybody else does. I pretend I don't care. I like to think I don't care about winning, but when I start losing, I get upset. So I'm trying to work on it. It's hard. I want to push this, but he's there,
Well,
and as soon as I hit that, he knows
this I
I'm gonna
cannot
push.
help with.
So we're just gonna keep
Everybody
grinding.
likes winning, but I wouldn't go out of my way. This is a testing build. We're doing a preview for the people who don't have access to it.
What are your orders, sir? Let's go.
Well, that's very magnanimous of you.
Yes, you know,
Being weak is
there
not
was one
good.
individual who was saying that they will not make Krug one-shot planes, right? And I made a screenshot of that. And when I see this person posting, I will post the screenshot.
Maybe he had the same. He came to the same conclusion we did, and he thought, yeah, there's no way they'll do that because it would be silly.
Oh.
Everybody, check your
I
ammo.
suppose I just know.
Yeah. Whoa. But yeah, this is a very cost-efficient division. I think particularly on the defensive, it's pretty crazy. And if you get early points, I just can't see anybody pushing into this. Unless you've got MLRS, which I guess you don't get, right? So that
Yep,
makes it
I
harder.
only get the coffin launcher as it's been labeled.
Yeah. I've probably put too much info in here,
So
so...
it's really hard to push, but I still think I have some stuff in me. The game is still young.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna kill my National Guard toes. And we could do with an arty piece, to be honest. Even a mortar.
That said, I can't see your units.
Yeah, they didn't fix that. Push town with mortar smoking in.
I mean,
I've already got points on the board, and this is his staging area. I want to push this.
Power to recon, and in a sense, I agree. But at the same time, I do not agree. If you look at this map, right? This map is actually one of the good ones because you can put your recon in a place that it will be able to spot things because you have cover.
Yeah.
Pretty close to enemy cover, and you can fight for that. But imagine if this was Vertigo or Airport, you just have stretches of nothing, thousands of meters.
Yeah, with like a building either end, and it would be nice if I could see the guys in those buildings with my vehicles before everybody dies.
What are your orders?
Yep.
Particularly in the attack. Another suggestion I've seen is to just make noise noisier, and that way, where you get the first shot, fantastic, but then I can see you. Whereas right now it's not always the case.
Yeah. I mean, in Wargame you can spot an ATGM team from 1500 meters with very good optics, which is obviously better than in Warno. So this works. If you open up with ATGM in Wargame in this situation, you just die, so it works there, but...
It was there, okay.
Waiting for instructions. Okay, sir.
Fair enough, yeah. Right, so here comes the blob. He thinks this is dead, but I just
kill.
moved it.
What do you need, Captain?
And if as long as we... okay, so we're about to take some hits here.
Like, it will literally... I will literally need 6 tanks, I think, to kill your ATGM in the building.
Yeah, it's very sad, and I guess it's all about the artillery, but you don't get good arty. That's a lot of time.
And people are sleeping on the... Wait, it's still alive.
How do you see that? I guess because it's... Oh, it's got bad stealth.
Bomber ready. I'm hit. Enemy at 3
So
o'clock.
there you go. Oh, there's the Krugs. So we might lose a weasel. Oh! My achy breaky heart. It's a close one. Roll the casino.
And the reload was too slow, and you kill me.
He is shooting me. But yes, we're almost set up here.
Good job, gun.
So that's how you gotta do it.
And your recon sees my KSK, but I do not see your recon.
Is your KSK dead? Oh, yes. I saw it in... Because I was in a building. Guess it's the...
Oh, I suppose, yes. That's how it's gonna work.
Okay,
Why is my Fasta missing?
First platoon, let's go.
I know it's gonna reload for ages.
I didn't even notice he was shooting that, so that's very nice of him to tell me, otherwise it would have died. Those Krugs are a big problem, and that is why I bought these, but it's not going to kill it, right, it's just going to upset it a bit. And we could really use... Okay, one of those, get one of these, why not? Yeah, just get some more tanks in it.
Tank destroyer ready.
And now I discover that my units decided not to shoot at your tank. Oh, holy shit, you have so much stuff there.
Yeah, it's just very cheap units, and it's quite a small map area, right, so... oh, okay, destroy the grain silo. Right, okay, now it's time. So, sneed out.
Copy that, Raven.
And the suppression doesn't work.
And now we,
Because the units still continue firing.
Glad to get a ride.
And I can't even make them retreat.
they do route sometimes, I'm just not sure, like, when,
Watch out for the red.
I don't think anybody knows, actually.
Nalid knows.
We'll deploy at this position, waiting for instruction.
Well, gotta ask him, I suppose.
Repeat
Oh, dear.
control. Bullseye.
So, that's got high
Hopefully
ECM.
see at least.
It's got many ECM. You already used all your RNG on the Krug, so you can't kill my seed. And
I didn't even do much damage with the gun.
okay, this is obviously nicht so gut. I believe there's somebody in there. I don't think that's going to hit, and it wasn't even the right place.
What is this mad rush?
It is a rush I've been preparing for some time, and you've defended the position a bit more than I thought you had, so everybody is dying.
But where is your not A? Yeah, ACAV. Where's the ACAV?
What do you mean? Oh, what do I need that for?
The ACAV rush.
Oh, I see.
Right on the mark.
Yeah.
Eagle Alpha
I thought you would be ACAV rushing, but apparently not.
Bring us there, taxi.
Yeah, good idea. I should have thought of that. They are quite cost efficient. But this has worked. I have got in your zone. This isn't going so well over here.
How long?
War Daddy to Red Leader. I'm listening. Move it
So,
open your eyes.
oh no, the Krugs. Ah!
Now I'm behind you.
Go on, control.
Yeah, but I am an American plane, so I'm gonna be okay.
We're hit.
And then I will turn on the gun.
Move it open
Oh
your
mate, I
eyes.
lost him. Oh, I got him! I got
Wait,
I got the
You
Krugs.
saw that coup?
Yeah, with the
sorry.
siege saw it. The siege saw it, and then it died. The seed died, but because it's a fire and forget missile, it kept going and it hit it.
I know the sea would spot me even if I'm out of range. Well, you know what I mean. Yet still.
Drop 200. 6 rounds. Bullseye.
That's an enemy.
What are your orders, sir?
He's trying to get in here.
Out there, you
We
shoot
are winning.
cars and if the enemy is
At
in
least my
range,
murder
so
shoot's
are
not doing work.
Which one? Oh, the zipper ones. Oh no, you actually mean the Martians. Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
my
that's-
my lack of. I should have put some more military police into these blobs. Basically, my infantry's really underperforming because of that. That was very silly of me. Also,
You still have tanks. And I
yeah,
have
Command, sir.
3.
Follow me. We can't take
get these guys in buildings. Come on, team.
Certainly it's gonna work, and certainly my faster wouldn't miss all its remaining 3 missiles and only hit once.
Yeah, they're not the best
And
thing
die.
ever, are they?
Smash this.
So there you go,
And you have-
non-functioning.
Oh my
I'm surprised you guys
I
have
think it's a
typed in
GG,
so little,
the game.
given that there's 187 of you. You all
See,
sort
you
of
didn't
should.
lose.
Wow, I won! I should get you in the voice chat more often. You played a lot worse than you usually do.
No, I just did the same thing I do. Tunnel vision on the map, on a zone. Then push, 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 no matter the cost. Then I die, and then I complain that the game is bad. Because you cannot
Fair
attack
enough.
in the game.
Well, thank you for being an active Strike Team member. Let it be known that Strike Team does play the game.
Yep, thank you and your viewers. I will be on my way. Probably if you're still continuing streaming, I will continue watching.
No, I'm probably gonna sign off for today and go to bed. Didn't get a lot of sleep.
Oh, well, Jesus Christ, I didn't notice it was this late. It's almost 1 a.m. where I live. So it's probably also late for you. It's like 4 hours between us.
Yeah, it's 10, which is my bedtime is 9
Great.
because I wake up at 6 a.m.
Oh. I see. Grinding.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm on that. I'm doing the PhD, right? So I gotta be efficient.
Yep. It's a good thing I did mine, so thanks a lot for the games, and
Yeah, see ya.
supposedly see you later.
See you, man. So that was a really enjoyable game. I hope you guys learned something. You saw both divisions. You saw the deck builds from both divisions. I will be uploading more and more videos. Tomorrow, I'm basically going to wake up and just play as many games as I can as these divs. And then I'm going to upload those, schedule them throughout the week to be uploaded throughout the week. So if you want to get those early, you can join as a channel member. And just thank you for watching. I mean, these are the best views I've had. And honestly, like, I'm usually a bit more less regarded than I was today. I've been quite tired. As I keep complaining about, I'm in the final. I've got 175 days until my thesis submission for my PhD, and so that's taken a lot of my energy. Usually I'm a bit more upbeat, but the next 6 months are going to be pretty So thank you for checking it out. And most of you are going to get this for free. I was very, very salty when I first showed up, and
I sort of mellowed out a bit as I started winning games. So that's what it's all about, I guess. So they're interesting divs. They play differently to anything we have on offer. Rugener is about the sort of you've got these kind of, I don't want to call them unicorns, but they are unicorns. In that the division lives or dies on these Krugs and the fact that you can just no enemy planes, but you saw how we dismantled Tortique's air defenses there just because sometimes his stuff didn't hit. We had the seed out using multiple planes at once. He switches on his Krug and then you hit him with the LGBT. They don't have good SHORAD. Like, this thing is not good, as you saw. It's got 35% accuracy, that's why I was missing all the time. This thing's really good, but it's got to get very close. And then behind that, you've got a pretty decent set of these Marine Pioneers, which are your town fighting infantry, and your reservist. And so that's that div. You've got, like, this thing is pretty interesting, actually. Maybe it should be 100. I still think it should be a bit cheaper, but you saw that as long as I was paying attention, this was invincible. Because it's 3,000 meters range, and you'll note that, like, the only thing that can shoot 3,000 meters against helos is like a Chaparral or something, and even that I think is 2,800 and something, or is it 325? Chaparral. So I know the Rapier used to have. No, it's 2,825, and yeah, like the Rapier used to be 3K. So these all got reduced, yeah. So you see that the radar stuff can shoot 3,175. So it's a casino division. It's an interesting div. I think they've done a good job with it. I know I keep clowning around flaming people, but it's a good div in that it's interesting and it's got unique features, and most of you will get it for free. To recap 35th, it is I really do think there's something to starting with these, using the smoke to smoke your way in, and then you're in there and you can start really committing some war crimes against your opponents. So I think there is something to this. The tanks are very lackluster, but the idea is, at least the way I see it, for now, we'll see how the meta develops, you get in there early, you get your points on the board early, and then you spend the rest of the game defending, and you just get so much rubbish, right? You can even bring 3 cards of National Guard. To be honest, it might even be better to build it that way. So maybe I should get rid of these and just have another card of National Guard Rifles Dragon, even though the Dragon's been nerfed, and you just literally just sit on it. Maybe another card of Toes, maybe get the National Guard Toe. And you obviously get, like, this thing is pretty good. So that's the way I see these divisions going. Have you got any final questions? Did they buff 119? I really don't think they did. And that's the big A8. So there will be a video coming out 7 AM tomorrow, which features the big AA. Members will get it as soon as this video ends, because I'm just going to make it members only right now. And that is like a meme video. It's got Yu-Gi-Oh in the title. So I wish you a lovely evening wherever you are, and I hope you have a nice weekend. And I do think there are interesting divs, and overall I think the patch is better than what we had before, right? 5th Panzer's getting nerfed a bit. The Dragons are getting nerfed because they're a bit silly. They've not been nerfed in the way I wanted to nerf them, but they have been nerfed. What else? You know, 4th weapon slot on a lot of things, like the TAEs get their 4th. So I guess 119Y has been buffed because they get their coax PKT. Isn't that lovely? So you see that. Apparently this one doesn't have a. I mean, it's there on the model, but I don't know. Maybe they took it out. Oh no, I see. It's the ATGM that's missing. I'm regarded. So yeah, sadly the T64s either have been omitted or aren't supposed to have a. I mean, I see a coax there. The Challengers still only have 1 MG. In real life, they have an MG on the roof, but for some reason the model doesn't have it, so it's only got the coax, which doesn't seem to be modelled either, because I don't actually see where that is. But we're flipping too much into flame territory again here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I've really overstayed my welcome, so goodbye.